Evening, everyone. Evening. The 6 o'clock special. Here we go. Super fast ride. And guess who's it? I've got a guest with me tonight. I know a lot of you don't know him. He's not about much, but someone has to just keep plodding on singing a song, even through illness and whatever. I'm here, you know that, right? But I've got a guest here today, Mr. Cousins. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Cousins?
Allegedly, I am part of this channel. Allegedly.
Of course you
I'm a
are,
secret
mate.
partner on it.
Of course you
very
are.
secret partner. But
You're right,
when you phoned me, mate, and you said you fancy doing the show, I thought, let's crack on, innit? We got a game tomorrow.
There's plenty to talk about, mate, isn't there?
Yeah, we got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a game tomorrow. We had a game Sunday.
I was going to say, there's even Sunday's game to talk about.
Well, and last Sunday's as well.
What was? Yeah, well, Sundays before, wasn't it? Liverpool.
Yeah, the Liverpool game that's just gone. Then you got Atletico tomorrow and Forest on Sunday.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but there's quite a bit to talk about then.
So much to talk about because you haven't given your views. Do you know what I mean? On the game and what you thought. And I've got people like Dash in the chat. Yeah, was putting questions in about tell me your honest opinion of what you thought of us and all that. And I never got round to it. So I spat it out a bit this morning and I'll spit it out again tonight. But your view of what you thought about Liverpool will be very interesting to hear because I haven't heard it yet. So
nobody else.
This will be good.
I haven't been on it. Right, should we say a few hellos?
Yeah, you better say a few hellos. I know you like to. Go on, whiz through a few quick.
Rodney,
big up, what is?
Colin Crossamano.
Big up, Cole.
Mate. Big up, probably in sunny Wales. Because it's sunny here. That's the weather report over and done with.
Big up, Lee. Hope you're well, mate.
Big up. YouTube member.
Wembers. Big up, Wembers.
Big up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, Wembers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that.
Member of the Mark Army.
Big up, Mr. T. Mr. T. Let us know if you want to jump on, mate, and we'll can quite happily help you out. Big up, Dash. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you are well.
Yeah, the
silent partner, the sheriff. Ghosted. Oh, yeah. I had to speak to you. I forgot to speak to you about that actually this morning. Apparently, there's a couple of people that are coming in the chat and they're nicking people's names. They're like dodgy ones.
Nicking people's names?
Yeah, so like Kate's name comes up like it does, but they're nicking people. I don't know. Ghosted might explain to us. Ghosted and Kate. That need to that need you to have a look and see who's coming in on dodgy names.
If someone comes in with, so I know ghosted London. I take it that is. I know his. Is it someone that's slightly different than that?
I don't know if the picture's different or whatever. But Ghosted said to me this morning and on streams the other day that there's people coming in using people's tags as in the names, but it's not them. But have a look after the show because I forgot to tell you about it anyway. So Ghosted might.
I got YouTube open in the background. I can do something about it on YouTube, but I can't on StreamYard.
So maybe Ghosted can explain in short on a couple of messages through here, and then you'll get the drift of it.
Yeah.
Big up, Ghosted. Morning. Morning. I thought I was on the brunch then. Jesus, evening. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, people.
Big
Jimmy's
up, mate.
Always in, Jimmy. We love Jim. Lovely weather today, Jim. All the glasses in the greenhouse, apart from about 2 bits. Had to go and buy a few quids of a glass today, and whacked a load out of him with a missus. She's well happy.
Danielle,
greenhouse up and running.
Danielle's in.
Daniela, we will talk about it.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Straight as it is. I really thought it was a good game for us. I agree it was sloppy and full of mistakes, but I could really see them pushing for the win. I'm sure we will do well. Big up, Dash. Fair comments.
Yeah, fair comment. We'll come to that in a minute. We will. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the chat.
Big up, Dan. Big up, mate. Hope you're well.
Big up, Danielist.
Hope you're well. Let us know if you want to come on, mate. Sheriff will sort it out for you.
Shorts.
Big up, Shorts. Hope you're well, mate. Looking forward to Forest. Hopefully going to meet a few of you Sunday.
Yeah.
I know can't make it, but I'll be down for the game on Sunday, and hopefully meet a few of you and have a chat and art lager and whatever else. So looking forward to it. Big up Angus. Big up to you. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Angus.
They don't have the same picture.
Right. I'll keep my eye out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Kate's not in yet if she comes in, but you'll see. Phil's in. Phil. I hope me and you, right, and I don't care, all of us, whoever out the little crowd, right, I want to hear Enoch out, mate, when it goes quiet. I want it back to the old White Hart Lane days when we start a song, mate. Let's see if we can get it going when it goes quiet.
I'll see if I can do it. Woo! That's
there you go.
That's
as good as it gets. And I'm not going to give
voice
you
ain't squeaky enough.
Don't you worry about it. I hope we're meeting early-ish as well, Phil. Early-ish, for a couple of Swifties, before the game.
Yeah, we'll get into this.
Maybe. Maybe. All right. Big up, Phil.
Yeah.
Big up, mate.
Provider of tickets.
Yeah. Good lad.
Yeah, and I want one for the Everton game, Phil.
There you go. And I'm in for that as well, Phil. So just in case there's
two floating,
if there's two floating, because I'm assuming one way or the other there'll be a massive protest at the end.
That's
of that
why
game,
I want to go.
or before that game. I think there will be. But we'll see, though. We'll see.
Well.
Also, on a lighter note, I had no idea the sheriff was actually a sheriff. I was pleasantly surprised. Big up and massive respect.
I will let you know one day.
Keep talking.
I never heard that, but I take it he's doing something. One day I will let you know the real reason I'm nicknamed this. Ziders will be flowing Sunday. It's not proper cider though, is it, Phil? It's not proper cider. Really not. Come down this way, mate, and I'll get you some proper cider. Or I'll bring some up. I'll bring you up a little flagon, mate. It puts hairs on your eyeballs, the cider down here. Pete, big up, mate. Now, the Cookmeister is, I'm not, because it's Mrs. birthday. So, if I want testicles left, I better not go. So, but I think Mark and his son's going, I think. And I think there's a few more. I don't know. I know Mark and his boy are going. Mario, big up, mate. And the last one is Scottham. Just come by and hokey pokey circles. Well, it feels a bit like that, doesn't it? It's been cancelled. To be honest, my first take on that is if there was a protest Sunday that I fully agree with. I fully agree with the protest Sunday. But if there was, you would have fans saying, you got to support the team. We're in a relegation scrap and all that.
Why can't you have both?
I know. I'm not saying, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of fans would say that. But by the Everton game at the end, let's face it, whether we survive or not, this season's been an absolute shit show and disaster. But by the Everton game, we should know our fate, one way or the other. And there's no reason why there can't be thousands there. No reason whatsoever. I don't see any reason why there can't be 10, 15, 20. That's what I'm going for. I want 20,000 now.
If you can't get people out for a protest, Mark, at Everton, staying up or going down, you might as well give up, mate.
Yeah. Well, I just said
give
that,
up
mate.
And just call it for what it is at the end of the day, because, if fans can't turn out, or you're happy with Enoch, or you don't understand what's going on, right? I'm sure there'll be some. I'm sure there'll be some leaflets printed up to help people understand as the weeks go on. Yeah, for me, like I said before, I think there should have been a protest on Sunday, even if 100 people turned up.
Yeah.
And then the following home game and the following home game and so on, however many home games it is, Everton, last one of the season. Because if you don't tell them, they'll just carry on.
Of course, mate. But they're going to carry on anyway, in my opinion.
Yes, but my thing is that the protest might not get them out, but it just gives them that little elbow to let them know there's a lot of unhappy people.
I hope the protest give them a massive kick up the arse, mate.
You know, and if we don't do it, then look, I'm not going to say you've got the club you deserve. I'm not going to say that, right? Because listen, everyone's different, right? The main thing is that the message gets out there. Yeah, I know other people are doing other things. Let's clap the team. Let's cheer them on. Let's listen, right? Again, I will say it again for all fans. Just because you're protesting about the ownership, it doesn't mean you can't go to a game and support the team.
I'll interrupt you there, mate. I'll interrupt you. I will say all the protesters that I've ever met at the protest are probably the most loyal and hardened Tottenham fans I've ever met. 100 million%. Yep. All the ones. So you got likes of Phil P. Yeah. Phil P always at the protest. You know, hardened Tottenham fan. Home, I'm not sure so much away, but I know he was away. Every home game, you see. You can't ask for more loyal than that. You know what I mean? I only go once in a blue moon because I live bloody too far away. And I refuse to pay a membership as well. Anyway, this one's for you, look. Cookie and Phil P will have to meet in a pub. That's
absolutely, Phil. Absolutely. Listen, Phil, you talk to Phil. Yeah, let him know. I'm probably going to be there early-ish anyway, Phil. So I'll probably be there before Phil P because I'm going to get the car parked up. Me and Danilis to come in. We're meeting my son as well. So, you know, it's a 2:15 kickoff, I think, or something like that, or 2:30 kickoff.
It is, mate, something like that.
I want to be in the boozer for 11:30. Do you know what I mean? And meeting people and talking to people and
Please
having a few
promise me,
beers.
though, mate. Please promise me not the number 8 bar.
As far as I know, it wouldn't be the number 8 bar, Mark, but...
It wouldn't be, or it would be?
No, as far as I know, it wouldn't be.
That wouldn't be.
They don't all go in the number 8, do they? I mean, to be fair, I've got to tell you, when I went to the West Ham game, I did go in the number 8.
Did you enjoy spending £9 a pint?
I didn't buy a pint in there.
Oh,
I didn't buy. Well, I bought a pint for someone, but I didn't have a pint. And yeah, it was £9 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But the reason that I went in there, Mark, to be honest with you, is because of the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
When you go out the back of the pub, into the bit out the back there, the atmosphere is really, really good.
Walk up the road a little bit, mate. Walk up the road a little bit, mate, and go in the bricklayers.
We will do. We'll meet somewhere anyway, mate. We'll meet.
Start, it's about £5 a pint.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 6. And the atmosphere is just as good. Or even my favourite, mate, the Coach and Horses.
Yeah.
Amstel, £4 a pint. If you're watching Amstel, get that in there. I still don't have my sponsorship, Amstel. My eyes on you, Amstel.
Now, don't get behind. Now, do me a favour, Mark. Do me a favour, right? I want you just to explain your feelings on what you saw on Sunday and what you're expecting going forward to tomorrow. E.g., is he going to play a weakened side? Will he put what he's got out? Will he try and save a couple and put some youngsters on? That type of thing. And then where does that leave us regarding a positive or a negative result going into Forest? Sorry, that's a lot of questions.
Yeah. Well, I'll start with the Liverpool game. Now, it was either because Liverpool aren't the team they were last season, are they?
No, keep talking, Mark. I've got to get a lighter. Go on.
No, you crack on. Liverpool certainly aren't the team they were last year. And so they had a few chances. They did have, well, they had a lot of touches in our area, but they didn't really do a lot about it. So I'd say for a start, it's Liverpool not being the team they were. And to be honest, I thought we did all right. We contained them. Salah, when he come on, an absolute shocker, I thought. They couldn't finish their dinner because they did have quite a few touches in our box, but all the shots were going in the cop or in amongst the Spurs fans. But we did all right, I thought. We definitely deserved a draw. You could even argue towards the end of the game, we deserved to win. I was shocked because I think I said 6-0 in my prediction or 5-0. But I was, a lot of that, I think you can put it down to Liverpool just being not the team they were. I'm not trying to belittle Tottenham because we did do well. Let's get that in there. We did do well. But, I mean, I think Liverpool had like 40-odd touches in our box. They just couldn't finish their dinner, could they?
No.
No, I mean...
But to be fair, I've got to say there, and to back up what you just said to a point, right? Apparently we had 2, big chances. They had 0.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying these are the stats, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched the game with my eyes, right? But apparently Tottenham had more actual goal-scoring chances in the game
there you go.
Than Liverpool had.
I mean, to be honest, their goal.
Harry ain't saved that. I ain't got a Danny LaRue, mate.
No, I was going to say, it wasn't right in the top corner, was it? Or in the side netting or nothing like that.
It was just off centre.
It was almost in the middle of the goal, wasn't it?
It was just off centre, right? There was a bit of dip on it. I get that. But what's all this ballerina dancing with his feet? Well, honestly, I'm not kidding. He must have took. Stay on, Dave. If you want to come on in a bit, we'll stick the link in. We're just going to have a little chat between ourselves and then we'll chuck the link in, mate. And you as well, Andy, if you want to come on in a bit. I've lost me train now. What did I say? What was he talking about?
Something about ballerina in the goal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching it and I've watched the replay and there's sort of 5 or 6 little diverty steps. And then he decides he's going. But by the time he's gone, and the arm's out, it's too late. And what's done him is the Liverpool wall. We had a wall and Liverpool had just 3 men to block his view, which had to make him go that little bit further over than he wanted to.
Get him to edge.
The little divery steps and the Weetabix arm flapper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was in, mate. It was in. It's just one of them. He made a couple of good saves as well, to be fair. But he should have saved that for me. Should have saved that.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, to me, when it went in, I thought, that's not in the corner. It's not even in the top corner.
Phil, I just want to say, you have always said support the team, but I say fuck the regime. That's what I say, mate. Sooner we get them out, the better bunch of wankers.
I think we all agree with that, but...
Oh, well, I feel better today, Lee. I've got to tell you. Up till about 4 o'clock this morning, I didn't know if I was even doing this morning's show, to be honest with you. But I felt a bit better once I've been up a couple of hours.
There we go.
Here we go, 2:15, Jim. Well, I'm going to leave here at 6. I've got to pick the Danalist up on the way and then find somewhere to park because there's no trains. But I don't want to get too deep into Tottenham. I feel like I want to park in. Yeah, there you go. Bricklayers or the coach. That'll do me, Phil.
That'll do me as well.
I want to sort of park up, not even as far as Ponder's End, around there somewhere. And then, like Pete said, jump on the 279 into Tottenham.
You know the best place to park, Cookie, because the train's not running. If you can get my number from Sheriff and let us know, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm the same, Phil. But
No,
I'll
no,
give
no.
you a ring.
I'll send him your number, Phil.
Phil, you've got my number in the WhatsApp groups. You must be in any of the WhatsApp groups. Just click on it and call it, mate. It's not a problem. I think I've got your number in my phone, maybe. Oh, no.
No, you don't do that anyway.
No. Mark will tell you that that's a no, mate.
Definitely
I
not.
don't do shit like that.
And I know I like a drink, but I won't do that either.
No.
Definitely not.
I'll only have a couple of halves, Lee. That'll be me done, mate. And then I'm on the Coca-Cola or blackcurrant and lemonade or whatever. Yeah, our bricklayers are coaching horses cookie. I'll be there early. All right, Solly. Well, I'll get there we'll get there. I say we'll get there as reasonable as we can. I'm sort of aiming for 11:30, something like that. So I don't like to hammer the old Jag on the way down because last time it gave out on me on the way home. The battery exploded on me. Great that was. Driving down the M6 with no lights at 10 o'clock at night. Behind a lorry, 6 foot behind a lorry. Some things you got to do what you got to do, mate, and yeah,
wow,
you got to do what you got to do.
Someone would have put it in the chat
next
for
to
every
Bill
time.
Nicholson Gates, great atmosphere. There you go. They're all different, aren't they? They're all different. Must win game for both teams. I think there could be. You never know, Daniela. You never know. It's either that or it'd be a bore fest and someone a nickel go, or it'd be a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw or something like that.
Yeah, go and follow
get over to Estelle. Get over to Estelle and follow him over there, everyone.
YouTube member, Mr. Paul Brown.
Mr. Brown, good evening to you, sir. Oh, yeah, there's always hope, Paul. Keep your chin up, mate. Chin up, mate. They've showed us a little bit. Big up, Anthony. They've showed it. They've showed us just a little bit, just enough. I know Liverpool weren't very good, but you know we've done enough to get that point. So the spirit gets lifted a little bit. You know, I know there's probably people watching thinking, "Oh, Cookie, you're delusional." I just don't want us to go down.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, all I want is a little bit of fight from them. Just show us a bit of something.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because
that's what I was so pissed off of in the games before. There was no fight. If they were fighting and we were still losing, if you could see them fighting and scrapping and putting every ounce of energy they into every game, and we still lost.
What about Big Kev? Eh?
Yeah.
Don't you just love a proper old school defender just, you know what I mean? Might be, Dan, you'll be all right. You can have a few, mate. You can have a few. I'm chauffeuring you about, mate.
Well, my pub crawl would be the coaching horses, the coaching horses, the coaching horses, the coaching horses, and the coaching horses.
I'm more worried about where to park, to be honest with you.
Can you get down anywhere near Enfield, mate?
I can get down to Enfield, yeah. And I want to park up near the Hertford Road somewhere so I can just jump on the old 279 into Tottenham. And then when we've finished after the game, we go and have a lager. And then when it's calmed down a bit, jump on the bus back to Enfield, get in the car and go home.
I saw some of this when I got in. I did see some of this. He was on Sky Sports. I haven't seen all of it. I'll try and dig it out. So
does that mean that everyone's been making up nonsense then as usual, or not? Because you know this rat in the kitchen has been going on for ages now, isn't it? At least 10 days, isn't it? 2 weeks, odd, something like that.
Allegedly, there was.
We did have a few chances, Scott. You know what I mean? I mean that we're on target. I don't know how many it was. I ain't got the stats in front of me, but listen, it's a start, Scott. That's the way I look at it. It's a start. Whether it was lucky or not, we'll find out. We'll find out because when they play Forest next week, they're going to be playing another team that's battling. So let's see how much battle they've got in them next Saturday because I'd have my toe up their arse. I'll tell you if they ain't giving it. They ain't getting away with it with me like they did at West Ham. I'll be giving it to them big style, mate.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And big up, Mario.
And you know what the call is? Big up, Mario. You know what the call is? Enoch out. Enoch out. Get them out of our club, dirty bastards. Where's the sheriff gone?
No, I'm here, mate. I'm here. I'm just going to put It's getting a bit dark, mate. It's getting a bit dark.
Okay.
I'm just going to flick the light on.
I've got to go back up this way because I've got behind with a chat thing.
No. I was doing it. And a big up
have
to
you
Mario.
got it, have you?
Yeah, I'm on it, mate. Big up to Mario. He'll be in the coaching horses. He's on the Amstel bus.
That's all right, Mario. I'll get there as early as we can, mate. Honestly, I'm leaving. I'm even thinking of leaving home another half hour earlier at 5:30. Car's already full. Car's full. Ready to go. No pissing about. Up, teeth cleaned. Wash my hands and face as you do, and away you go.
Yeah. Big up, Mario. Straight on the Amstel train.
Get in there, son. Get in there.
Get on the Amstels.
Here we go. Logan's in. Love Logan.
Big up, Logan.
Well. Love his dog as well. Love his dog as well. Big up to you, Logan. Listen, if you do go down, Logan, I'll see you at Lincoln at your place down there. All right, next season. Let's hope we don't know.
There you go, mate. Just park up. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, someone else said that, but do you know what? I don't know if it was Park App that the missus was on today. Someone else mentioned it. You wouldn't believe some of the prices that people want to park on their driveway. And I'm talking about and it's a 40-minute walk to the stadium and they want 35 quid to park on their driveway.
Crap, man.
Yeah. People let out their driveways when there's no car on it. How about that?
Christ. Oh, well, I'm sure I've got messages from you. They might be ages ago. But if I've got your number, Phil, I will pass it over.
There you go. There you go. It looks like the coach and horses at around 12, though, Phil. That's what it's looking like. Mario's going to be there. Mario's going to be there at 12. So even if you meet up with him, I'm sure there's others that'll turn up as well. And I'll be there as soon as I can. If I can get there before 12, I'll be there before 12.
Well, I guarantee you from the Everton game, if I can get a ticket.
Oh, the Everton game, yeah.
Yeah, I will be in the coach and horses.
We'll work it out.
On the Amstel train. I might even stay up there overnight, mate.
Oh, there you go.
Might have to treat myself to a premiere. There's one in Enfield because I've stayed there.
That's getting very technical stuff like that, you know.
Well, it's not that dear, mate. It's only about 50 quid. Stay for the night.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
Get tanked up, then go home in the morning.
Big up to everyone who's in here. Loads of you in here tonight.
Big up. Straight in
the
that
sub button for us. I'm not going to ask too much, but you know we've got to get this channel growing again. We flew over 1,000, and we need to get to the next step now. So if you haven't subbed, please do, and like the stream, and also hit your notification bells. There you go.
Yeah, here we go.
That for us.
Mark's done your job for you.
There you go. Big up Swifty. That's why he's a mod.
That was 4 minutes ago.
Get up.
And there you go.
There you go. You can do that as well if you really want to. If you really want to.
You don't have to.
Entirely up to you.
Yeah.
Entirely up to you. Big up to Swifty. There you go.
Jimmy. Oh.
Interesting comment. VDV, that is. He's going to deny it anyway, isn't he? His actions on the pitch tell you differently.
Yeah. Well, I only saw a little bit of it. I got in. What I normally do is get in from work, put TV on, Sky Sports News, and they were just showing a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I never saw the whole interview. I'll look it up later.
Yeah, I'll have a look later on.
And Roy, big up.
Be very interesting, Roy, to be honest with you. I think if it did happen, you know what I mean? Atletico are not good away from home. So if they did come out and sting them, but then it works the other way as well. If they go and nick one early doors, you know, I think it's too much to climb anyway, to be fair. But you've got to be positive about it and hope you can do it, ain't you?
Eugene, big up.
Big up, Eugene. Not sure about the bring back Ange, Eugene. But
I'm starting to worry about your mental health, Eugene.
Yes, Eugene. I'm starting to worry about you.
Yeah. This is getting worrying. Bring back Ange all the time. And Enoch in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's that all about, Eugene? Have a word with yourself, as they say. Yeah. Coaching horses for 12, Phil. Just
there
before.
You go.
Get a couple down us, mate. Talk about the old times and then talk
all
about
I can say is, my advice to you, Cookie, is now you saw him at Savas.
Yeah.
Do not drink with Phil Coy's. He was another animal at that barbecue.
It's probably not a good move to go toe-to-toe with Phil Coy's, I've got to tell you, people.
I wouldn't even attempt it.
If you ever meet Phil Coy's and he wants to go large on the beer or the whiskey or whatever it is that he happens to have in his hand, right, then just don't do it, because you're going to end up on your back flat out. No chance. This geezer can drink, really drink. Unbelievable.
We witnessed that, didn't we, on a lovely summer's evening.
Oh, yeah. Big up, Magic. Hope you're well, mate. What is wrong with this light? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, big up, Magic.
Big up, Magic. Hope you're well. Bit of tikka masala, ready for some constructive footage. We will get there in a minute.
Yeah, we will do.
We will get there in a minute. We're in no rush, mate. We're
chilling. £16, Midland Road,
just behind the coach for the Newcastle game. I'll have another look, Colin. I'll have another look, mate, because when I don't know if she was on that one or something different, but I was looking and I got down to the other side of Edmonton, going down towards Ponders End Way, and they were still wanting 30, 35s, you know? So, it's just a day out, man. I don't want to
saw Swifty. Give us another 10, 15 minutes and the link will be going in.
Yeah, link will be going in the chat, Swifty, if you can let him know if he's not.
Yeah. Well, we just said it, so there's no need. But we definitely deserved a point, mate. I was shocked at the end of the game. In fact, I was over the Battle Cruiser, as you know, meat draw. I want some burgers, mate, just to let you know.
There you go. I forgot to ask you, to be fair.
Yeah. I want some burgers. And at the end of the game, all the ones that have been giving me grief in there about getting relegated, I was singing to them, "We are staying up." They did laugh.
I bet they did.
They had a little chuckle about it, and they'll say, "Well, we'll see next week when you play Forest." Just gets pushed down the road a little bit now. But I believe that's the first point I've seen us get when I've been in there for months.
For a while. It's been a while, mate.
Bloody months, mate, I think.
It's been a while. So listen, Mark, just briefly.
Big up, Paul.
Was you happy with what you saw on Sunday? Does it say to you, do you know what, perhaps something is changing, perhaps Igor is doing something, and you think to yourself, because I still look at his lineup and I think, wow, what's he doing here? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But it worked out okay, you know, it all worked out okay. I thought second half, to be fair, without looking dangerous, it looked like we might nick something. But then at the same time, we were wide open, going and looking for something. And, you know, there was a couple of close scrapes, I should say, up at our end. But listen, Richie scored. I ain't going to moan about it. Yeah, that's a point that we thought we was never going to get, you know. So fair play going into tomorrow night's game at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, as I said when I was doing my sort of reflections on the game, was it because we were good or is it because Liverpool were poor? It's hard to judge. I don't want to completely belittle us.
No, I get what you're saying. But listen,
you know, Liverpool are poor, aren't they?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll say it is that, listen, I've seen Liverpool play many a time, right? I've been to Anfield before.
I've seen us win that.
On 2 or 3 occasions, right?
I've seen us win that, mate.
Right? Yeah, right. How many years ago? Well, we ain't exactly got the best record at Anfield.
1994 in the FA Cup.
What I will say is it was no vintage Liverpool, right? Like, they was okay. Liverpool, I've spoke to Liverpool fans before the game and I've spoke to Liverpool fans after the game, yeah? And they're of the same opinion. Something's going on. They don't know what. Even the fans can't get their head around it. Half of them want Slot gone, yeah, for whatever reason, because they're just not winning every week. And they have been disappointed with Liverpool's performances in general, even though they have been winning. Right? I didn't think Liverpool were anything special.
No,
to be honest
nor
with
did
you.
I, mate. Definitely not.
I thought the game really opened up second half. Yeah, when we had to start going looking for something, and they could have gone 2-0. We got the goal. Yeah, and at the end of the day, happy days.
Big up Harry Wilson's granddad.
There you go. There you go. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff.
I mean, to be honest, I sort of felt that because Liverpool they had so many touches in our box, but they couldn't finish their dinner.
No, mate. I know. But look, listen, Mark, we've got the confidence. Well, I say we've got confidence. Maybe that's a bit. It's lifted everyone a little bit because at the end of the day, whether you thought Liverpool was shit or Liverpool were good or wonderful, or we went there and got a point. We had to battle for it. Second half,
yeah,
we had to battle for it, and we got a point. So to me, it wasn't the greatest game in the world. Liverpool weren't great. Tottenham weren't great.
Yeah,
right. But you saw the effort. Yeah, which is what everyone wants to see. As long as you're seeing a bit of effort, if we get beat, then it is what it is at the end of the day, isn't it? But you've got to see something.
Yeah, but
big up, Monty. I hope you're well, mate.
Big up, mate. But it's. I don't want to knock Tottenham because we got a point.
Just be honest, mate.
And it's a point in a game that we thought we were going to get gubbed.
Yeah, fair.
We thought it was going to be 4, 5, insert number, could have been anything. Well, remember the stream we did? Was it the Sunday brunch?
May well have been. Go on.
Did I come on that, or was it a Saturday one? It was one game, and we asked for score predictions. There was 9s, 8s, 7s. I think someone even put 10.
And this is what I say, right? Like, if you go 2 comments down, go to Colin's comment, if that's okay. Right? Now, Colin, or did we make them look shit? We'll find out against Forest, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. And that's the only way I could look at it. For me, it was Liverpool at Anfield. I don't think that was a vintage. I think they looked more dangerous when Ekatike and that came on. They're doing a bit of what we're doing, playing players out of position. Yeah,
they did look more dangerous though, but they didn't actually do anything.
No, that's and this is what I'm saying. They had a lot of possession. Yeah, it opened right up second half. I mean, you got to admit, we didn't have a central midfield at times. It was just going straight through the middle of us. But that's to be expected when you're going looking for a goal. I get that. I do get it as well. We're not at that point yet where they've worked out that we need a bit of cover and whatever.
Liverpool team was a full fit squad.
It was, and it's not. They're just not firing at the moment.
No, they're not clicking, are they?
They're not firing.
I see.
Paul, I thought we, as a team, and I've been banging on about this for weeks. I keep saying we've got all the individuals. If you stood them all in a line, you'd go, yep, decent player, not bad, yep. Nothing brilliant, but they're all professionals at the end of the day, right? Get all them people and get them playing as a team. And Phil's comments, spot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on. They played with a bit of bollocks.
Mm-hmm.
Paul.
This is what we've been crying out for on this channel.
At the moment, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Put it this way, mate. The games we've lost, which is a lot of them, if we'd have showed fight and grit and they were all knackered when they come off the pitch, but we were just beaten by a better team, we just sat here and said, well, they tried, blah, blah, blah. We got to sort this out. We got to sort that. But when you see literally no effort and no fight and no nothing, that's what pisses me off.
Yeah. And Colin's comment there, we did. But if you notice, Colin, what we did do, which we haven't been doing, is when we did go long, up to Solanke or Richarlison, whoever was there, we got players around them.
I know.
We haven't been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been long ball and then it just comes back again. Colin, long ball comes back again. Look at Porro. They'd go from left to right. Porro would get it, long ball, and then come back again. Perhaps they're finally learning because if you go back on our videos before Igor come in, one of the first things I said was he's not scared to play the long ball. He wants to play football, but if he's got to go long, he will, right? And the second thing I said on top of that was he will want people around the ball when it's played long. He'll want people in and around it for knockdowns, for winning second balls. That's what they were doing against Liverpool. And we haven't seen it before. You know, not for a while anyway, for, you know, however many months. And it just looked a bit better. It looked a bit better.
I agree with the next three comments, mate. This one.
Correct. Big up, Sonny.
Yes. This one, I agree with. Sort of. I don't think it wasn't. Well, it was sort of terrible.
Listen, do you know what? To a point, I agree with what Lee's saying there, because you got to remember, Liverpool have turned out, whether they're in good form, bad form, whatever, against the Spurs team that many people are saying rubbish and are going to go down.
Yeah, get relegated.
All the media's on us. Let's hope Spurs go. All that old shit. All the media want us down. Yeah, all they do is talk shit about us. But I thought second half, especially, we give as good as we got.
Yeah.
I really did. I really did.
Yeah. That's what it says it in there. But for the first time this season, we wanted it more than them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Spot on,
I agree with that.
I agree with that. But again, let's see what the level was, because we'll find out against Forest.
Yeah, and this one as well. I agree with that one as well.
Absolutely, Jim.
Yeah. So if you do pump it long, you need players joining in from midfield.
Of course you do, mate. Of course you do. Controversial, Colin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very controversial. And at the end of the day, all I can say is I'm not talking about this particular foul. Yeah, but the geezer gets away with murder.
It's because he's rated. It's because he's rated as one of the best in the world, isn't it?
He gets away with murder.
Goes with his name.
It's got to be blatant to get a penalty at Anfield.
Yeah, it always has been, mate.
It's always been like that. Always been like that. No old-fashioned term. That's it. Put it in a mixer.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Van Dijk is the same player as he was. He seems to be sort of, you know what I mean? He's not the player he was, is he? I think he's lost a yard. You know, he's getting older now, isn't he? I think he might be at Liverpool maybe next season. That'll be about it for him. He's certainly not the player he was when he first came in from. Was it Southampton he come from? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Celtic, wasn't it? Celtic, Southampton, and whatever. Yeah. Whichever way around it was. Yeah. Paul will be gone at the end of the season, mate. He'll be gone. I'll be shocked if he stays, mate. Honestly, all the word out there is that he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So he's been very poor, mate. He's made saves. Don't get me wrong, but he's also made a lot of mistakes.
And that this bit shocked the life out of me.
Fuck me, did he hit it?
Yeah, Jesus
did he
Christ.
Fucking hit that? Jesus. You know, if Alisson had been another yard the other way, mate, that was in.
It was a hell of a save as well, wasn't it?
Well, it was sort of straight at him. He sort of took a step and just sort of, you know what I mean? But cool, he did crack it. I like to see it, got to say. Who remembers Wanyama when he spanked his one in from about 35 yards, top bins?
That was at Anfield, Cophen. Cophen, wasn't it?
Anfield, yeah.
It was at Anfield, Cophen.
Absolute peach that was.
It nearly broke the net, mate. It hit the stanchion thing behind and come back out, didn't it?
Fucking what a goal that was.
My God.
Unbelievable.
I still believe we lost that game. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
No, I can't either.
No, I was going to say, well, I'll put money on it. We probably never got a result because we never get results at Anfield.
More than likely. But what a goal, though, that was. What a strike. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Once in a lifetime strike, that. That's what I call them. No, it weren't happening, Magic. It's never going to happen, mate. It's just not. It's got to be blatant up there. It's got to be blatant up there.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
He's lost a bit. He's not what he was. Because you got to face it, he was one of the best defenders around, wasn't he?
Yeah. You playing?
Virgil.
Are you playing Danzo Wednesday night, or are you dropping him, or who are you playing him with? Because I don't know who's available. Is it Romero that's available, isn't it? Or is
Big
VDV
Kev,
available?
innit, surely.
Are they both available? I don't know.
Big Kev's got to be in there, hasn't he? And
The
I
only thing
actually
is, he
thought
got a bit of a knock at the end, didn't he?
Dragishin did all right as well. He does his bit.
Are you having a bubble?
Do you thought he was terrible?
I thought he was shocking,
I
Dragosin.
must have had too many Amstels then.
Mate, honestly, he's got a turning circle of a 40-foot lorry. No chance. Honestly, mate, I don't know whether it's his knee injury that he had and he's just not recovered properly or what. I don't know, but he looks clumsy for me. Just don't look sharp. He just don't look sharp. You get a bit of a tasty winger up against him, he's going to be struggling a lot. You know what I mean? There you go, Sonny. It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done.
Yeah, but it's like I said, I'm only a guest on here. I'm like a guest appearance.
He's not a guest.
No, I
Trust me, he's not a guest. Part owner of this channel.
Put it this way, right? There's got to be a face of the channel there, and there's got to be someone who's working in the background.
That's it, Sonny. See? Sonny, you don't think we just come on here, hit the button and talk to everyone, do you? There's loads of planning goes into this, mate.
At least 10 minutes. At least 5 minutes, isn't it? At least 5-10 minutes.
Listen, mate, you know, look, I am the pad monster. You know I am. Look, loads of it. I can just keep turning it over. Look, all my notes. Look, oh, there's a blank page. Loads of notes, though. There you go. Someone's got to do it, haven't they, at the end of the day? Chris is in. Big up, Chris.
This must be the Wanyama. This must be the Wanyama game. This must be the Wanyama.
2-2.
Scored that rocket.
Oh, fuck, man. What a goal.
So we did get a result. Yeah, there's loads of people saying 2-2.
There you go. Definitely's in as well, 2-2.
And Eric Edmond.
Eric Edmond, yeah. Yeah, Jesus. Wow. I feel so old talking about stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Not that long ago, though, mate.
Wanyama. How long ago was that? What was that? Potts
like
time?
8 years, 10 years?
Still feel old. Still feel old.
Potts was manager, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Feels like it was years and years ago.
Big up, Sporting Journey.
Big up, Sporting. Sorry, mate. I was looking at big up to you, Paul. Mark, you tell it gone end of the season, but look at the damage he's doing. They can't do nothing to the end of the season, Paul, can they? Now, again.
Take over the chat 1 minute, mate.
Yeah, again, everything just points back. It just all goes back, mate. They've had their chances to change things, and it's just how the season's going, Paul. And we need to get out of it, and we need to stay in the Premier League, mate, and then deal with Enoch at the same time. Yeah, probably, Lee. Probably, mate. He's gone anyway. Stay up or whatever he's gone. Big up, Sporting. Thank you very much. Good evening, chat. Hit a like, subscribe if you know. Absolutely. Here we go. Both available. So then, if I said to you, they're both available. I thought only one was, but they both are, right? So VDV and Romero are both available. Are you dropping Danzo?
No. It's quite obvious he's going to play 5 at the back, isn't he?
Well, 3 or 5, whatever you call it. 3 with wing backs, yeah?
Yeah, 3 with wing backs.
Yeah.
Romero, right, left side, depends which way you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'll go Romero. Well, probably Romero in the middle, Danzo right, Van de Ven left.
Yeah, Romero, Danzo, Van de Ven.
Yeah. Fair play.
Or have VDV's normal positions on the left, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he would be on the left.
Yeah, I know he would be, but depends if you want him, because the middle one can sometimes push in midfield, can he?
Can do.
Who's better in the sort of...
Let's see who he picks. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting his selection for Wednesday at the back. any selection for Sunday. Be very interesting.
I've just read 2 down, mate. I wasn't laughing at this comment. I promise. I've just read the one under it.
Oh, there you go, Lee. It might be. Go on then. Hit it.
There you go.
There you go. Say no more, Sully. Well,
there you go.
You put it perfectly. You put it perfectly.
That sums it up.
Lots of people in. I'll tell you what, Mark. Do you fancy sticking the old link in? See if anyone wants to jump on.
I've just sent it to Dan.
All right. Yeah.
Dan sent me a WhatsApp and said, "Send me the link. He might be on in 15 minutes when the."
Oh, there you go. Well, do you want to stick the link in the chat? See if anyone wants to jump on, because Andy's about and Dave's about and there's others
it's
about.
At the bottom, mate. It probably 6:48. I'm
no
4 minutes behind.
Yeah, Nigel's boys about as well. Big up to you.
Oh, well, I'll get your comment in a minute, mate.
Yeah. Keep clicking, mate. Keep clicking. Here's Dave. Dave straight in. Dave don't piss about like Tottenham.
No.
He's straight in.
He's all
over it like a rash, boys.
That's it. He's all over it like a rash. How are you, Dave? You had a good day, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Nice little busy day at work. Come home, had a bit of dinner with the missus. Now I'm just gonna sit here, have a chat with you boys, and probably sit there and watch City and Madrid, because that game's got goals written all over it tonight, isn't it?
Oh yes,
yeah, possibly.
Right, we must be off by 8 o'clock then, mate. I won't mind watching that.
There you go. I've been told. There you go.
You've been summoned.
You have been summoned. There you go. Am I clicking or are you?
I'll click if you want me.
There you go. Danzo looked injured at Anfield for most of the game. Jim, I've said it. Apparently, he had a busted ligament in his toe.
Oh, that was weeks ago, though, wasn't
it? And they're wanging injections in his toe so he can play. So unless it was wearing off, because I think someone took a shot and he's blocked it with his foot, the end of his foot. And I think that was why he was sort of on the floor, jumping up and down. It hurt him a little bit, but we'll see. Evening, Marianne. Hope you're well.
Marianne,
Marianne.
YouTube member.
Well, I'll probably have a nap later as well. I probably got about an hour and a half skip last night. It was shocking.
God.
Yeah, you haven't been very well, have you, mate?
No. Ronnie's in. Big up to Ronnie. He says Atletico Madrid team. Eugene's in. Here's Eugene. Big up to Eugene. There he is.
Eugene had died.
Ronnie says Atletico Madrid team. Vicario, Porro, Danzo, Romero, VDV, Spence, Gray and Sarr with Xavi, Solanke and Mawani. I think Gallagher's back, isn't he? You play Gallagher?
Yeah, sure.
He weren't training today.
Oh, perhaps he's still unfit. He might still have the old whatever.
He's apparently, according, I think it was Tudor said in his press conference today, something about asthma.
Oh, right, okay.
Was he asthma stuff? I never knew that.
And we go and sign someone who's got asthma. Or did he didn't have asthma in Chelsea. He didn't have asthma in A Madrid. Right? He comes to Spurs and he gets asthma. My God, are we cursed? Right. Guys, remember I said I'll come on, right, to talk about the two things, right? Am I okay? Of course I'm okay, bro. I've been doing this for 6 years, right? So let's touch on some realism topics that we have to go through here, right? Because this is the realism channel, right? And of course, big up to me and Sheriff, and I've not met Dave. Yes, all right, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Just answer this, Cookie. Just answer this, mate. Did you have these?
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. Apart from it feeling like I had 3 bricks in my stomach, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Joey, I'll explain to you when I see you, Joe. I'll explain to you when I see you, and then I can't explain on air, mate. It's just not doable, I'm afraid. But there you go. Are you going to the game on Sunday, Joe? By the way, are you going? Because if you are, let us know. We'll meet up for.
I got another question. Who is going to the Kumbaya on Sunday?
Kumbaya, my Lord.
Certainly not. I'm not even going. I'm not allowed.
Do you know, Eugene? I was going to the game, but I was going for the protest.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, because as you know, 25 years, this will be the second time that I've been. But I'm going to give them some stick in there, man. When it goes quiet in there and the football's not playing and whatever, I'll be giving it large, Enoch out, and hopefully get a bit of singing going around the ground.
That's good.
That's if I don't get thrown out first. But there you go.
But we know we are Spurs, right? And we'll turn up for the Forest game and we'll win that game and we'll sing Kumbaya all the time when the bus comes in.
Tilly,
Guys.
give us Eugene. Just give us your because we haven't spoke about it. Give us your thoughts about Sunday, about the game with Liverpool that we've just played, and do you think that Spurs showed a bit more than what we have been showing in the past 3 or 4 games? And was it a deserved point?
To tell the truth, right? It was a deserved point because Liverpool was shit. We have to admit that first, right? It's not the same Liverpool that we played them earlier and all that. Somehow or another, I think they had one half of their mind was already in the Galatasaray game. So, Slot made his changes, right? There was another blessing that showed a bit of a weakness, or, they're not taking us lightly. It's like we got, Spurs, right? We're going to roll over you or something like that. But somehow or another, they didn't take their chances. They weren't clinical enough. So, it is what it is. And for us to go to Anfield to win that game, right? That emotion, to tell the truth, we have not been very happy whenever we've been there. But somehow or another, it's covering a lot. It's papering over a lot of cracks still. You understand? The football still has its flaws, but let's hope maybe the only thing I could say is there was a bit of fight, right? A bit more intensity and all that coming from them, right? The only thing is let's hope he doesn't break that. But we've got the A Madrid game before the Forest game. So let's go to the A Madrid game first on how is he going to approach it, right? And with all the rumors going around that game, right, about VDV and all that, there was someone who tweeted out there. There's somebody said something in the dressing room, and it stirred up a lot of shit, right? And that person the fans were saying VDV, and today, right, what the club does, they bring out VDV, right, to say the things that has to be said. You get what I'm saying? It's so obvious, guys. Don't you see it? Right? So for me, it's that why I say bring Ange back and Enoch in, right? Guys, I'm Enoch out forever. But at this moment in time, right, it looks like we are Enoch in, right? No matter how. Right? We can't get out of it because we don't have a proper mechanism to protest. Of course, we started this protest when Spurs YouTube blew up in in 21, 22, right? When everybody started to jump on to make Spurs content, and because a lot of us jumped on because of being Levy out, Enoch out, okay? From the early start, to tell the truth, the protest wasn't even done by, there were already people who were not happy about this, and they were rumbling inside, but there was no outlet until, I think Daigle and Stell came along, and the rest of the gang, right, who built up that was the protest in those days.
First ones I remember was Daigle and Stell was on Tottenham away. They were on Tottenham away, and then when Brian moved to Canada, they started Tottenham on tour. That was the only two real channels that were Enoch out.
Apart from my channel too, Spurs Vision TV, I've been Enoch out.
No, but this is before you started, Eugene.
No, we started more or less around the same time, bro. In that few couple of months, that's when the Spurs YouTube blew up. Yes.
I was going to say Tottenham away was one of the originals.
Yes, Tottenham away. But the thing is that the first protest that I was aware of was the Super League protest, right? In the end, from that protest, it turned into more like a Kumbaya. That was Kumbaya, bro. You understand? Well, in the end, it turned out to be Kumbaya, right?
From what I remember about
I can tell you the whole history. I was with them all from day one when they started. From the Kumbaya to, of course, Stell and Daigle getting together, And then the first protest was done by Daigle himself outside the training ground, Hospital Way, right? In January, that year when Conte was around, after we sacked Nuno, right? And there was no signings until the 31st of January. We signed Decky and Bentancur, right? Then it started from there. Then it did move to the front of the shop, right? I got the videos of the rabbi, right?
Yeah.
I've been through all of it, Cookie. Why am I saying Enoch? Why am I saying Enoch in now, right? So the history of it
Graham's one
goes
of the
on.
original protesters. Let's
Yeah.
get that in there.
Graham, right? Isaac, right?
Yeah.
Ben Portman, all
Ryan.
these guys were there, right? Even Rest, Kimberly, right? They all came out. These are all old names. I've been doing it with them all. Guys, do you know that, right? There's so many YouTubers who came on last time on shows and all that, not having their own channels, right? Some had, some don't, right? Who are in it out, right? They all just, given up. Life takes over. Life takes over. But now, the next step was CFT, right? CFT
That man
was
there is an absolute legend. I've met him many times. Normally at Ben's coffee shop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big up, Graham.
Yeah.
Big up to Graham, right? And when CFT came around, right, they were organized, right? And we had two big ones, right? And all I'm going to say, right, whoever says that protest doesn't work, please look at the trophy and Levy's out, all right? Don't tell me that doesn't play the part. That had to play a part because of the visuals. You understand? The pressure on the media, right? It was all coming down, okay? But then, right, CFT somehow or another now, they are not, to tell the truth, I know some of the people in CFT, there are some people who are in it out and there are some who aren't. You understand? So I think they do have a clash of philosophies in that group at the moment. All right. So let's see how they're gonna ride that out. Right. But what they did is that the protest is about making noise, about visuals. It doesn't matter whether it's 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 10 people, 200 people. Yes, when you look at it, that if I go out and protest and I feel embarrassed, bro, it's over. Because the numbers are not there. We look stupid. That's the worst thing to say. You get what I'm saying? Right? And the thing is that if you put out a notice or what you call, drumming the bandwagons together, remember? Right? For the Forest game and the Brighton game, and all of a sudden you flip-flop and turn around, because now we are in a relegation battle, right? We don't want to affect the players. Bro, we've been doing this for so long, right? We've done it when the team was having a bad time. Yes, not like relegation, right? Last season, I think the protest was 2,500 people or 1,500 people. Those were the two biggest ones, right?
Yeah.
I think about 70% of them were there because of Ange. They wanted him out. Yes, So
that seems the way.
Yeah. The Enoch out, the real Enoch out, right? It's not there. It's not in the stadium. You see, all you guys, right, like Cookie and Sheriff, right, and Dave, I'm not sure where you're living, right? If you're in the UK, right, and you really believe it, you will put the money down, take the train, come down and support, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now there's people who actually put the money down, right, coming down to support, but and you cancel it. Who's going to compensate these people? Are they come down to London just to, maybe go down to London to have, a bit of fun, right? If you have the money, right? But a lot of the people who are coming down are actually hardworking people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've got a bit of news here.
They should apologize first. Is that true, right? They should go on Twitter and apologize first before they say anything else, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Did they apologize? I'm not sure. Yeah.
I've just got a little bit of news. Breaking news. Igor Tudor says Dominic Solanke has a small problem and will be assessed before tomorrow's game.
Guys,
there you go. But you said what you said about like spending the money. That's the thing in this country at the moment, Eugene. No one's got any money. Times are difficult for a lot of people in this country.
And times are difficult all over the world.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's only this country, but times are difficult everywhere. Yeah. Mate, people ain't got hundreds of pounds anymore. just to like go and slap down on a trip to London. Because if I go to a game, Eugene, it basically costs me a couple £100 before I leave my house. Train tickets and ticket to get in the game.
Yeah.
It's more or less, it's 150 at least. You know?
It is, right. Listen, I'll fill the car up. It'll be empty by the time I get back, right? That's 110 quid, right? There and back in the car, right? And the driving. Then you've got whatever, 60 odd quid for your ticket. Do you know what I mean? Time you've had a few beers and everything. Just for yourself, it's 200 quid for a day out. 200 quid.
And that's taking it conservatively, mate.
Oh, very conservatively. Dave, how are you, mate? Long time no hear. Speak to us, Dave. Come on. Give us a bit of a lift, Dave. Tell us how you thought that we did against Liverpool, Dave. Come on, in your outright view.
Well, we showed a lot more character, more backbone, I'd say, than we have in the last few months. Yes, like I said, I think a few of the egos out of the team, like the Romeros, the Van der Vens, and I think it's just a hard one to call, isn't it, really? Do you know what I mean? It's just like Liverpool weren't, we all know that's way below their normal high standards. And we took advantage of it. Not getting me hope. I'm not going to get me hopes up in the slightest. But I've just noticed as well, we've got on the bench tomorrow night, Bergval's back, Udogi's back. So that's just 2 extra bodies, which is what we need. Yeah. We need bodies in this team at this precise moment because we're crippled, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have Mohamed Kudus back in a couple of weeks after the international break. So that's promising. So we'll have a proper outlet back in our team.
That's after the international break, basically, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gives them the 3 weeks as well, doesn't it?
I think after the Forest game is 3 weeks, isn't it? More or less.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, because then it is about 3 weeks. The City don't play for ages, do they? Because they got the cup final this weekend, so there's no league game there. Then you got the 2-week international break, and I think haven't you got FA Cup weekend back?
I don't know. I know it's about 3 weeks we've got off the 3 games. Yeah, something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, our Pete says footy day out for me, £60 return train, 70 for a match ticket at least, 30 quid on food, 50 quid beer. Bare minimum 210 quid.
Yeah, well, the train's a little bit more for me. The train's up round anywhere between 70 and 90. Same for the ticket.
Yeah.
And the food and drink is what it is.
When I checked last time to come down on the train, the cheapest ticket I could find was 123 quid.
There you go.
On the train. Return.
So I want
to absolutely.
Yeah, you're 200 mile away, ain't you?
Well, it is what it is, though, isn't it?
But that line as well.
Live?
I live in Oldham.
He gets on at Manchester.
Manchester way. I have to deal with all these Mancunians, mate. All of them coming in here. And I just make sure this door is open. So when they walk past, they see the glory of the Tottenham Hotspur. That's all I can say. And of course, so I don't mess about here. We've even got Sheriff a little T-shirt here. Look at this. Look. Hey, look at this, Sheriff.
Is that my size?
That's yours, mate. That when I see
it.
It. Yeah.
There you go, mate.
Oh, I'll go get me one of them.
There you go. There's the first order. There's the first order.
Get yourself one. Well, hang on a minute. The way you're going, you'll probably fit in it soon.
I won't be far off, mate, the way I'm going. Look, all this room in a large. It's great, isn't it? You know, from a double XL. It's brilliant. I love it. There you go, anyway.
Oh, right, I'm an Essex boy, so...
Whereabouts in Essex? Whereabouts in Essex, Dave?
Probably one of the worst places, Clacton.
Oh, he's a Clacton boy. Jeez. I remember back in the day when I was a kid, Dave, all them huts that were along the seaside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you follow it round. Was it a Park Resorts or a Haven or something?
Yeah, that's
Around
gone
there.
now.
And then you had all those like summer shed things that were there. And the last time I was there was years and years ago, and they was all going that way. Literally falling on each other. Mad.
Yeah,
man.
the huts are still there, but all the Haven and all the park resorts and stuff that went years ago. There used to be a Butlins in Clacton, didn't there, years ago?
Long time ago, yeah. Big up, Swifty.
Yeah. What about a 2 marks beer? Amstel
Yeah,
only.
well,
Let's get
Come
that.
to the game and you'll get one. There you go. We still got to do the shirt giveaway. Yeah, I've got to speak to Nigel about getting the old dooflangy thing going on for the 1,000 subs thing. So
Because none of us know how to.
No, but you'll all have to be in here to win it. At the end of the day, you'll have to be subscribed and you'll have to be in here to win it on that night. So
Evening,
we'll
Lisa.
make sure you've got plenty of notice on the shirt giveaway.
Yeah.
Big up, Lisa.
We will arrange it for one. We will arrange it for one Saturday when I'm not over the pub.
There you go. Sorted. We'll sort it out. We'll have
That could probably be in about 5 years.
yeah,
No.
we'll have a meet update or something. Something will happen when it
Yeah.
works out. Yeah. Where are you? I'm looking for you. Oh, there
Working
you are.
on down, mate.
I found you. Yeah, I found you. Right then. So we move on. How do you think he plays it tomorrow night? Because I ain't got Scooby what he's going to do.
We got a score.
Well, no, the team. I'm talking about the team.
Oh.
I think it picks itself, really, to be honest with you, at the moment, doesn't it? You've got Vic in goal. He's going to go with Danzo, Mickey, Cutie back three, Spence left, Porro right, Sarr and Gray in the midfield again, Solanke, Mawani, and Tell. And I say no Simmons because he don't like him, does he? There's something about him he don't like because he hasn't started any games since he's been in charge.
It's
been on the bench.
He obviously he's either been too lippy or something, and he don't like it, or he don't like his application. Something like that. Maybe he's seen something in training. I don't know. Perhaps he just don't like his attitude. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's weird to keep leaving your the only creative player as such that you've got, even though he's not creating that much, but to keep leaving him out when we don't really have any other outlet is a bit worrying. But
it's not going to do him any favours. It's not going to do his confidence any favours either, is it?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
He must be thinking when he's sitting on that bench, like, I am literally the only creative outlet in this midfield, and I'm rotting on the bench.
Yeah, it's true, mate.
So he can't be doing his confidence any favours. But unfortunately, it's where you got to stand up and be counted, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to go that little 10, 20-minute cameo appearance you get each game. You got to make something happen in it. And
very true, mate. Yeah.
And unfortunately, he isn't at the moment, is he? But none of them are. But I'm just hoping this draw on Sunday, deserved draw, may I add, has ignited that little spark in the team and in the dressing room. And then we can just look forward now, stop looking at the other two behind us, chasing our tail. Because I can't bear the thought of us going down. I cannot bear the thought of it.
This is a decent comment from Mark, by the way. He says Tudor needs warriors, not Xavi Simmons. What do you make of that comment?
At this precise moment, I agree.
There you go. I know.
agree.
It's so difficult, isn't it? And it's so
is,
difficult. You want to see the creative players, but when they're not creating, do you bench them? Do you know what I mean? And he is benching him. He obviously don't fancy him for whatever reason.
I'd like a midfield three of just all Jolingtons from Newcastle. Not afraid to get stuck in throw their weight around. All right, he's not nowhere near the best player out there, but he plays for that badge, doesn't he?
But guys, can you look at it this way, right? I look at it this way. Maybe Tudor knows that Xavi Simons is weak, right? If he throws him up first, right, and he can't put up the strength there against a lot of players, right? Maybe midway through the game, or in 60th minute or whatever, right? The players are a bit more tired, so he puts them in, so he has his speed and to run around and hopefully carries us forward. But of course, without Xavi, right? We look a bit, how I call. Is it Dan? Hey, Dan, long time no see. Hey, big up, Dan.
Good evening, guys. How you doing?
Yeah.
You all right?
He said he was going to try and come on, and here he is. See,
that's good.
The baby must be asleep. Is she sleepy? Aye. There you go. The monitor's on.
All
The monitor's on. There you go. Don't shout too loud, anyone. Whatever you do, don't wake
It's all right. It's on the earphones. Big up, everyone. Big up, chat. How's everyone doing?
We're good, man.
So about Xavi Simons and all that. Sometimes we feel like he's a luxury player. You know what I'm saying? He's like the dessert that you have after a good meal. But the problem is that we haven't been having any good meals, so the dessert can't come on. Big up, Dan. Yeah, let's have your thoughts.
So, what do you think? Danalist? Do you think that Tudor's right to be leaving Xavi Simons out at the moment with what he needs from the team?
No, I don't. I don't agree with that, man. I don't agree. I think he should be playing. Got to play better players, right? Where's the creativity coming from? Just long balls, isn't it? That's all it seems to be doing, right? Hitting the forwards, which is fine if we get results that way. But it's 1 point out of 5 games. We haven't got the results. So I think he should be in the team. I don't understand it. Why would you play a left back as a right winger? It's baffling. You've got Xavi there. You've got to play him. You've got to fit him in somehow. But it looks like Tudor doesn't want to play through the middle, does he? He doesn't want to play the game around Xavi. He wants to, I don't know, he wants workers, doesn't he? He wants people who are going to run up and down, Saar, Gray. That's what he wants. And maybe he's looked at Xavi and he's not giving him what he wants. You know, when he's talking about people on the boat, off the boat, I think this is what he means, because he hasn't started him, has he? For the last, 3 games, guys?
3 games, Yeah, that's what I said to you, wasn't it? Perhaps he's seen him in training or
I was
whatever.
going to say, he's got to be seeing something in
him.
training. He's got to be seeing something in training, hasn't he? That he's,
maybe
something. The effort's not there. The work ethic. There's got to be something.
Yeah, very possibly.
Is he going to start on Sunday, guys? Do you reckon he'll start him on Sunday? This is the question, right? We need to win it. We need creativity. We need to score goals. If you put him on the bench, I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, because we're not getting no creativity out of Saar and Gray, are we? Unfortunately.
No. He looks like it. There was a comment in the chat earlier that said about, I'm trying to think who it was. Colin said about Colin Cross, about we seem to be playing a few more long balls and then getting players around whoever that long ball's going to. I did notice that against Liverpool. And it's something that Tudor does do. He's done it, wherever he's been. He wants to play football, apparently. But at the same time, he's not bothered if one of his centre-backs knocks it long. And as long as players are around where it's going to, he's happy with that, because he wants the second balls and the knockdowns so we can then progress up the pitch.
But Cookie, that's fine. That's all well and good. If we get results that way, I'm fine. That's fine for the rest of the season. The trouble is, if we don't get results playing that way and not playing with the creative players that we have, then we're going to question it, aren't we? Those decisions.
Yeah. I'm being the middleman here, by the way. I'm being the middleman.
I think the long ball game, I think that could potentially work against Atletico Toronto, because they haven't got tall centre halves, have they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, go on.
But it could work, but you've got to have the players up there with the forwards to feed off, so the forwards can feed, link with them. And this is where we've been gone wrong under Frank. Frank has literally just telling his central midfielders to stop at the halfway line. And you got Xavi dashing through with the ball, and he's got no one to link up with because the wingers are being marked. Kudus is being marked by 2, as always. And you got on the other side, whoever it was, whether it was Tell, whether it was Richie, Mwani, they're marked. Do you know what I mean? It was just, this is half of our problem. But going on tomorrow's game, it's going to be I don't expect us to score 4 and not concede. We've not scored. When was the last time we scored 4 in a game? Can you remember?
No, I can't. No.
3-0 was our biggest victory. That was against Burnley, first game of the season. I'm pretty sure of that.
Guys, what are you expecting to see tomorrow in this match? What are your expectations? You know, what is it? Have you spoken about it already? So I missed the last 10, 15
not
minutes.
really.
The first thing I want to see is a bit of bloody fight.
Yeah.
Like there was Sunday.
Yeah.
Whether we're going to win or not, that's immaterial because I'm not bothered if we lose, if we go out tomorrow. Just concentrate on the Premier League. Our survival is far more important than getting to the next round against, is it Newcastle or Barcelona, where we're going to get gubbed anyway?
Well, you know, I was just thinking, like I said there, I think I said this on your channel the other day. I said we're a 3-goal deficit down. Like, realistically, does anyone believe we're going to score 4 to go through and not concede against Atletico Madrid, one of the best attacking teams in world football?
No,
Probably not.
Do you know what I mean? With our club, with the way we've been, our club's mentality is and our confidence is and stuff like that. I personally would play a few of the youngsters. If you play a full strength team with your best available team, you run risk of players getting injured again. And I'm sorry, but the league's got to be our priority. If we're if we're 12th, 13th or mid-table, fine, you go for it. But we're 1 point above West Ham. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, league survival this year has got to be the most important. It's got to be. If that means chucking the kids in for tomorrow, and if one of them makes himself a hero and we win 3-0 or whatever and go through, so be it. But I'm with you. I
would chuck in a couple of kids. Do you know what I mean?
I'd chuck them all in.
For me, right, to tell the truth, right, what I'll do is, right, I'll stick with the same lineup that played against Liverpool, give them the understanding. Because, guys, you must remember, Tudor has been here for 5 games, 6 games, right? He's known these guys for like, what, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, right? He must find a system. He must find the players that are willing to run for him. And that's why when I saw VDV coming out for the interview, right, I said that shit, he's going to play. So that means he's going to go back to a back 3. You get what I'm saying? Because I think in the Liverpool game, he was playing a back 4. And he was forced because Gallagher was injured or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So the thing is that for football-wise, for the mental side, for the preparation, the understanding of Tudor ball, right? He needs to have something consistent. Our managers lately have been always chopping and changing. That's why, like Frank. But yeah, of course, we have injuries and all that, right? But now we have that fixed group of players. But players are coming back slowly, right? VDV is coming back. Romero is coming back. They haven't played a competitive game in like 2-3 weeks. You guys know? Yeah. So these people need game time. We have to go back to the basics. We are Spurs now. You get what I'm saying? We don't even know how to pass the ball 5 yards, right? Why do you think we keep hitting them long? Because we can't play the short plays. Because we're stupid. Players don't know how to run when the players pass the ball. They don't anticipate or they don't think. I don't know what's wrong with them. So they need to find that click, right? So if I was Tudor, if you want to twig around the back 4 or if you go back to back 3, let's have a stable one, right? But the thing is that if you go back to the back three, the only stable one would be like what Cookie was saying, right? Back three would be Dinosaur. Dinosaur has to be there, right? He did well in the Liverpool game, more or less, right? And put Romero and VDV. But how do you place them? VDV on the left, is it Dinosaur center, Romero on the right, or Romero in the center? So he has to figure that out. He plays a back three, right? But he plays back a back four. I would rather see Dragosin and Dinosaur, and what Poro and was it Souza on the left and the right? Second, right?
Souza can't play against Atletico. He's not in the Champions League.
He's not registered.
Then we lose out on Souza. Then we'll find a replacement. Spence is, right? So let's play Spence on the left again. But he won't.
I'll just answer this bit here. Right? Last year, we were in no danger ever of being relegated. All right, we finished 17th, and that looks bad. But we were miles ahead, weren't we?
I never moaned about it.
18th, 19th, and 20th were like dead. I think we finished about 8 points in front of them, didn't we, at the end of the season?
13, wasn't it?
Was it 13? All right, 13. Yeah, so
well, it's still 4 games. Still 5 games, isn't it? 5 game wins, isn't it, technically?
Yeah. This year, though, it's a bit different. We are in dreadful danger of getting relegated.
Yep.
Just get a drink, Mark. Carry on.
All right, crack on, mate. No, but
because we're 1 point, right? We're 1 point away from that position.
Yeah, that's it. We're 1 point.
It's
So
mathematically possible we can get relegated, and it's mathematically possible that we don't. So that's why I don't want to think too far. Next game is in Madrid. Let's see what happens there. What kind of players come out? What kind of mentality? What kind of attitude? Right? And of course, like I said, support the team, right? Not the regime.
this season is definitely 1 game at a time. Get through 1 game at a time.
And of course, our cup final, right? Everyone is making it. Our cup final is against Forest now, right? And don't forget, guys, we won the the draw at Anfield Cup too. Woohoo! The draw at Anfield Cup, we're giving a cup nowadays.
Guys, let me give you my take on there tomorrow.
Go on,
I'm kind of similar to Eugene. I think he's got to keep the same formation. Try not to change the team too much, but to be honest, guys, he's not playing the kids, and he's going to play VDV, and he's going to play Romero. So we're not going to see Danzo and Dragosin. I can tell you that much. He's going to play what he thinks is the best team. I hope he sticks to this 4-4-2 now. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see him stick to it. The 3 at the back, it doesn't work, does it? Spence left back, Porro right back, and the midfield. Who we got back in midfield? Anyone returning? I don't think we have we?
Bergval's on the bench tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Bergval was.
So it'll be Gray and Saar. Yeah, but he won't start, will he? He'll be on the bench. So it's going to be Gray. Gray, Saar in midfield. Then you're going to look at what up front. Richarlison, Solanke, right?
Richarlison's not available.
Suspended.
Oh, he's suspended. Okay.
Mawani and Solanke and Tel.
Yeah, Tatel, and then Xavi's got to play.
Suspended.
Do you mind if I answer this? No, but I'll only give my opinion. Tomorrow, would you be happy to go for the quarterfinals? Put it this way, mate. If we do go through tomorrow, right? If we do go through tomorrow, we've got Newcastle or Barcelona. Barcelona will tear us a new one. We all know that. That could be any score. They do every time we play.
Wait. If we do go through tomorrow, I'll start doing the deluded watch-alongs, right? We just totally
If we go through tomorrow, the away dressing room's going to need a refurb because Simeone will smash it to pieces.
Yeah.
It's not happening, guys. We're not going through.
I know.
We're not going through. And, for me, it's about performance, isn't it? We want to see if there is this kind of momentum, this little bit of momentum that the fan base have kind of saying now, we've turned the corner. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. If there is a little bit of momentum, let's see how they get on tomorrow against Atletico Madrid, and they put in a good performance, not lose the game, show some fight, like Sheriff said, and try and get a win. But it won't be enough to go through unless we get a couple of early goals, and then it's all to play for. Then, isn't it? It could happen, but Atletico Madrid, they're too savvy. They're too savvy, man. They're bound to score a couple of goals. They've got good players. But for me, as I said, it's about performance. It's about building on this little bit of momentum that, we're hearing from the fan base. And we'll see it. Let's see what happens tomorrow night.
We have some breaking news here, Dan. Breaking news. YouTube has reached an agreement with FIFA to broadcast the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
So
Is that me?
Big up, John.
Is that us lot in Portugal, Mark?
Yeah.
Us lot in Albufeira on the Raz.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be eating, but I ain't had nothing for 2 days. I mean,
No, you crack on, mate.
I'm shoving it down my throat.
Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Get it in, yeah.
So apologies for that. Oh, dear.
I mean, the only bit of team news I know about tomorrow night for Atletico side is Oblak not playing, is he?
Yeah.
No.
He's not playing.
Didn't they? Rest all their players, didn't they? I think.
Yeah. Rested 10 at the weekend.
Wilmer Barrios ain't playing.
The rest of them, we don't even have. I mean, if we could have rested 10, man, my God, it's like our full team.
We're not good enough, man, to get a result. No. Come on, we're struggling.
No.
We can't win a game of football, man. What's make anyone think we're going to turn them over?
And don't forget as
I said, if we do go through, we probably got. Well, they drew the first game, didn't they? Newcastle and Barca.
Yeah, 1-1.
That was it. That was at St James Park, though, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
Newcastle got to go to the new camp or wherever they play these days.
Yep.
So let's face it. You'd imagine Newcastle are going to get turfed up in Spain.
Look, guys, honestly, do you want us to win tomorrow and go through? Honestly.
I'm not bothered. I'm honestly not bothered. For me,
I want us to win and go through tomorrow.
For me personally, main priority is staying in the Premier League.
Yeah. But do you want to go through tomorrow? So you don't want to. You're not bothered. You're not bothered. Sheriff's not bothered. What about everyone else? What about everyone else?
I'm with Sporting. Momentum. Momentum means everything at the moment.
What, go through, Cookie? You go through, yeah? You want to go through, yeah?
Just play well. If they manage to score 4 goals without conceding, good luck to them. You know what I mean? You know it's probably not going to happen.
What's the odds for that, man? It might be worth it.
I've got no idea. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll pop in the bookies and have a look.
10 million to 1.
All I want is an half decent performance again, a bit of effort.
You going in large, mate? You going in large?
We're gonna beat them 6-2. Woohoo!
No. I don't even want to give a score prediction, to be honest with you. I just want to see a bit of something from whoever's on the pitch again.
We need to see improvements, Cookie, man. We need to see something, man. We need to see what this manager's doing with this side. We want to see something.
That I agree with as well.
There you go. And that's from an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
We need consistency, but I just can't see where this consistency is going to come from when he's playing Porro centre back, Souza right wing. Do you know what I mean? He's players playing out of position and stuff like where.
No, I think.
Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, though, do we need 2 more games? Do we need 2 more games for us?
We don't.
Well, we've only got half a squad anyway.
We don't need 2 more games.
No,
we don't.
We've only got half a squad as it is.
No, it's desperate.
Whatever it is.
The thing is that, right? What I see is that the narrative is very simple, right? If we go out, put up a good fight, win 1-0, hard fought 1-0 or 1-1, right? Then all of us will be happy. Then are we? Then you start to think, okay, is this consistency or is it a one-off? No, but we've done this 2 times, right? So let's hope third game that we go to, we're against Forest, right? We bring back that form, and if he can do it and beat Forest, then I guess kudos to him. You get what I'm saying? But at the moment, how it looks, right? We look lost, we look disarray. But in the Liverpool game, we did put up a bit of a fight back, right? But now we go to the A Madrid game. As a Spurs fan, I want us to win. Number 1, right? Going through or not is another thing. Winning is the most important thing. Yes, go out there, show us, right? You're not going to just roll over. That's all. Right? That mentality, that kind of mentality, I want to see. But let's see if he can do it, right? Like you said, 2-2 for me. Right?
To be honest, Eugene, Simeone and Spanish sides in general are too clever. They know how to manage games. If we go 2-0 up, they'll just manage a game, fall over, waste loads of time.
Dark arts.
Yeah, all the dark arts will be coming out. They're just clever at doing that.
Yeah.
Eugene's 2-2 now, aren't you, Eugene? You're 2-2 now, aren't you, after that Liverpool game?
No, I've never. No, Dan, you know me, right? Ever since Ange, when I was Ange don't care, right? To me nowadays, the managers don't care. You guys said that. Even though how ridiculous is it, I don't care. Right? That's why I keep saying bring Ange back. It doesn't matter.
You're mad. Honestly.
Yeah, I was going to say, we worry about your sanity, Eugene.
Yeah, I was just
Eugene just doesn't care anymore. He's just being honest. He's being honest. He's gone. His head's gone.
I don't care. I've been zen about this for all this while, right? Because watching the how we've evolved throughout these years as a Spurs fan base, right? Online, right? There are a lot of us who are very because we are not the loud voices, right? There are a lot of big voices out there, and sometimes what they say might not be what's been reflected, right? Like what Cookie and Mark, right? Their channel is the realism channel. The realism is that if we don't protest, if we don't show our displeasure, nothing's going to happen. That is the real thing. Yes.
There you go.
I'm in Malaysia, right? It's going to be 3:40 a.m. here. I'm only doing shows nowadays with you guys because it's Ramadan, because I have to take my sahur later before I start fasting again in the morning, right? That's why I forgot. If not, I don't even care, right? Because life takes a precedent. I've got to, go out and make the moolah, right? The family, keep the family, make sure everything's in order as a Spurs fan. But my love for this club, right? This is what I've been doing for 6 years. I'm not a big channel, right? And to tell the truth, and I'm lazy, to tell the truth, right? I'm really lazy about YouTube. I only do watch-alongs. And I think this year, I've only done a couple of review or whatever shows apart from the watch-alongs, right? Previously, I used to do quite a few shows, but nowadays, nah, right? It is what it is. But later, maybe, right, I'll be coming back with the My Spurs. I'm part of the Malaysian Spurs executive committee, right? I don't know, because my voice maybe is quite small now. Right? I'm just waiting for a letter from the club to tell me to shut up. I'm just waiting for that to happen. Because don't forget, right? All official Spurs club, associate clubs and all that around the world, right, are linked to Tottenham Hotspur, right? And they have a PR team here in Malaysia, and I met them before, right? So yeah. So I'm just waiting for that. Inic out, right? That's why. Look, and that's why, guys, right? Nowadays I have to say Inic in. Wink, wink, right?
Eugene wants it to crash completely, don't you, Eugene? You want the whole thing to burn.
Dan, I've been saying this for 4 years, right? When after Conte left, right? I said, burn it all, right? Burn it all down. What's this for? What's the stadium for? We don't do shit for football. Oh, God, I forgot. It's all about the money, right? All about money. But now we've gone to the brink of relegation. We are at the brink of relegation, bro. Right? With 7 or 8 games left, mathematically, we can go down, right? And mathematically, we can be saved. It's all up to us, the fan base. That's why now, even with the protests and all that, it's become, you can't believe, right? The whole world is actually in this kind of position, and Spurs fans are actually in this kind of position. You're torn. If you protest, you're going to put negative energy onto the players. They ain't going to perform for the Forest game, right? If you don't protest, you join the Kumbaya, right? You'll be supporting, right? So it depends on where you want to put yourself. To tell the truth, I put myself with the protest. I don't give a shit.
Look, this get together, this gathering, man. I mean, Cookie, we're not going to it, are we? We're not going on. No, we're going to be in a pub. We'll be in a pub. But why do these players need that? Honestly, They should
Oh,
support them in the ground. Support
Well,
them in the
that's
ground,
right.
of course.
And-
Why do
yeah.
why do they need that extra? It's
Yeah.
embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
That's right, Dan. We are small channels, right? Nobody else listens, right? When the big channel says something, everybody falls in line. The influencers and whatever out there, the TikTokers who has got more followers and more say, right?
Eugene, just to let you know, this channel don't fall in line with no one, mate. We say what we think.
Yeah, my channel, I don't give a shit. I do what I want.
What I mean?
Right?
Is what it is. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, and your channel, I've been doing this for 6 years.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, 5 years. I don't care, right? The thing is that I've been in out and leaving out for so long, online, right, from day one. And I think Mark and I are more or less from that group of the OGs, right? They started way back. Because it's just only 6 years. It's way back nowadays, right?
Well, you
the
got
things that
there's a few more on.
Yeah.
There's a few more on board now. We've just all got to bloody turn up to it at the same time. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, for me, we've got to keep protesting, everyone. For me, we have to keep protesting. It's the only way. I don't know what else there is to do to get ENIC out. There's lots of different ways, leaflets and emailing the club and whatever as people are doing.
The thing is that, okay,
turning up.
Cookie, the email part, to tell the truth, is going to be a waste of time. I'm sorry to say it because we've done it, right? Brian Daigle used to email Daniel Levy, right, every day and send him an FU, right? You blah, 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 for every day for about 3 or 4 years until the club actually blocked his email, right? Can't get any more messages. We've done it before. Daigle has done it before. Yeah, because there's one person, Daigle, right? But maybe now you get 200 people, 300 people. But I hear the news is that they're starting to block them too. So, right. Image is the most important thing for the club. Last season, Ange out was much bigger than Levy out or ENIC out because 2,000 or 1,500 people came out for 2 protesters, right? And I think when the club saw that, that says that, okay, that's a bit too loud, right? The Levy out. You get what I'm saying? Then, of course, this Levy out thing, right? It's not just because of last season, right? Nuno, 3-0 down at home against Manchester United. Everyone was singing Levy out, right? And he got sacked, and we brought in Conte, right? Conte has his outburst, right? That's when I said, burn it all down, right? Right? It doesn't matter anymore, right? Then when it comes to when we got our Tottenham back, remember my rant about we got our Tottenham back, a Tottenham that hasn't won the league in 65 years. The time was, I think, 64 years or 63 years. Why? I want a new Tottenham. So we are going down. Maybe if we go down, we get a new Tottenham. But the thing is that if we go down, we don't get a new Tottenham. We see the shit Tottenham that we are. We're going to go down and down and down. Right? But like, some people think in the sense that if we do go down to the championship, the ownership will have to look at that football, the footballing sense anymore, and not just about the money. That might happen. That might not happen. We might stay up, and ENIC might pump in the money, sack that Gunnar, get rid of that Langer, right? And rebuild the whole thing from scratch, right? Learn the lesson of being burned and try to come back up as a phoenix, right? That's why I think I've really changed my icon for my channel, right? A burning cockroach and the ball. You get what I'm saying? Burning cockroach and ball, right? Guys, the only thing is that I'm in Malaysia and my passion for the club is like this. You guys who are at the stadium, if you don't have that kind of feeling, I don't blame you, right? Because you are the kind of fan that Daniel Levy has cultivated in these 25 years, right? He's cultivated this kind of fan base. We are the weakest fan base in the whole of, I think, sense of football history, right? And we are the most entitled. We've been sold this dream, right? We're going to be great, but we haven't been great. That's why realism, we've not been great. The last time we won a trophy, 17 years ago, how great is that? We are not great, guys, right? We're lucky to be bang average, but we're not even bang average now. That's shit, right? We're in the relegation zone, right? And if people don't see that, don't get that, it's up to you, your life. Like I said, I've cut back on YouTubing because of life, right? If I was a billionaire, I would have bought Spurs yesterday, right? If we all were billionaires, we would have bought Spurs yesterday, right? To not turn this club into a shit show, but we are not. So it comes down to one thing. If we are willing to fight for it, we deserve it. If we are not willing to fight for it, we are going to deserve it too. So in the end of the day, as I say, might as well be in, right? Because from the time we started, we were a minuscule minority. Until now, CFT and all that, we are minority, maybe a not so minuscule minority, a minority now, but still we are a minority, right? 99.9% or maybe 99% of us feel that way, and the rest of the 99, the 1% feel that way, the rest of the 99 don't. So it's up to you guys. And guys, thanks for having me on, right? Because it's gonna be 4 o'clock soon. For the
Do you ever
game,
sleep, Eugene?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I wake up around my time about 11, 12, and then go back to work. My life cycles to that. But fasting month's a bit weird off. That's why my timing, right? So all I'm gonna say, right? Take care of yourselves, right? Being a Spurs fan, we have to love ourselves first. Learn to love ourselves first, right? That's the most important thing. And of course, come on, you Spurs. I don't know, bring Ange back, right? Enoch in, Enoch out. That's all, right? Take care.
Don't worry about what he's saying at the end, Mark. Just get rid of him. As soon as he said, get Ange back in and all that, you know, I mean, just out him straight away now. That's it. He's got
I never did that.
Sheriff, did you just kick him?
Sheriff,
No,
I was
no.
only joking.
No, I never touched nothing. I never touched anything. I didn't touch anything. That was Eugene that left.
Oh dear. I think he went himself.
Eugene left of his own accord.
So they say, I think we've got to put the evidence there, guys. You know what I'm saying? They said it and then he disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm like Shaggy. I am like Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. Oh my word, that was funny.
You know,
Mia,
I'm going to be.
Good evening.
Oh, not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to Scooby Doo it and be like, you would have got away with it if it weren't for those kids. So I'm going to say, I'm going to be like, we're watching you guys, man. I better not say anything out of line because I'm going to get booted.
It wasn't me.
Not
too bad. I just wanted to maybe give a different perspective because I will say, like, it's very easy for people who are staunchly Levy out to obviously see it from one perspective, and I think that sometimes it's important to understand maybe from other people's perspectives. So what I'm going to say is, like, this is nothing against people who want to protest, because I think everybody's got the right to protest. Everybody should protest in their way, how they see fit, because I think everybody has got the absolute right and should absolutely do that. This is me not criticising anybody or saying anything against anybody who does protest. So I want to make that really clear, because I don't want anyone to feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm not. I'm just presenting to you the other side. So I feel like a lot of people obviously say, oh, fans who don't protest don't care. Now, I don't think that's actually true. I think that the thing about it is a lot of people go to games because this is their hobby of something to get away from the missus maybe, or the fella they got at home. In my case, not that I've got a fella at home, but my kids, like to just, you know, I want to go out, watch the football. And I think a lot of people go out because they want to watch the football. Like, I've spoken to a lot of people when I go to games. You see people there with their grandchildren, their children. I saw a guy once, and he was in his 80s, bless him, and he'd followed Tottenham since he was a boy. And I think that it isn't because people don't care. I think that it is just genuinely because people, I don't want to say it's not that deep for them, but it's not. It's like, football's football. They separate it from maybe their other part of their life. So they go to football as like a pastime. Like, they want to go to the football, enjoy the football. And I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I think that people have got their own views. And I think that the assumption that people don't care because they don't go to protest, I don't think that's true. I think they care about their club, but in just a different way to some people. Like everybody's different with how they care about their club. I just want people to consider that perspective, perhaps, is when they say things like people who don't protest don't care.
That's a fair comment, to be fair.
I think
a lot of people don't even know about it, Mia, to be
Yeah,
quite honest with you.
I think that's the thing. I think that the protests are aiming it at the wrong people. I think they're aiming it at the people who already support the protest. You need to aim it at the people who don't yet support them and give them the information and being able to express that information in a way to them that they understand how serious this could be for the club, even if it is something that they maybe haven't thought about in the past, because like I say, they've got other things they're worrying about, bills, going to work, and football is something completely different for them, which is absolutely fine. So I think they're the people you do need to reach. But I'm just saying, I just feel like that a lot of people, the thing of people don't care and they deserve it because they don't protest, I think's actually quite harsh, because I think that you've got to understand it from maybe other people's point of view and how they view football maybe differently to you.
Yeah,
That's a fair point. Fair comment.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've got to say something. Hello, Mia. How are you doing?
No.
You all right?
Not too bad.
Good. I think people are aware of the protest. You know, it was a big one last season. You know, people walking past it. It was all over the press. I don't think it's a knowledge thing. People are aware of change for Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how, because the thing is, people might see you guys or see the people protesting and think, oh, they're protesting about something, but I come to the football because I enjoy it. What I mean is that they're aware maybe of a protest, but they don't know enough information perhaps fully about it, because people just are walking past and nobody's giving them maybe that information. Like, that's
it's clear, isn't it? It's either in out, leave you out. The banners, everything. It's very clear what the protest is for.
It's for, but they might not understand why you think that, because it's fine. It's like, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm not somebody who believes in God. So when somebody walks past me with just a leaflet and they say, take this, God loves you. And I'm a bit like, no, thanks, mate. But if someone kind of like wanted to talk to me about it and stuff, I'll be like, okay, I'll hear you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that. I know it's about God, but I'm not really interested in God. But if you want to talk to me about it and maybe try and not convince me, but make me feel like, actually, you've got a point, I want someone to obviously give me that more information about why I should think like you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. They don't get that far with me. I'd tell them to bugger off.
I get that, because obviously
nonsense. I don't.
Listen, I'm using that as an example, Mark. You're too busy with 2 pints in your hand to take the leaflet anyhow, so it won't even matter.
Not walking through the centre of town, I'm not.
No,
2
then
coffees,
just
maybe.
All right, fair enough.
What's interesting, guys? What's interesting, guys? Other clubs have protested with bigger numbers than what Spurs have.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah, and I don't expect all the fans to protest, especially ones with kids, families, older, maybe. Yeah, not everyone's going to want to do it, but there should be more thinking about the numbers of people going to the games each week, and witnessing what's happened in the past 26 years. The failures from the club is there, and it just surprises me that not more people want to do something about it, or I don't know, just disappointing.
If the last game. The last game of the season, right, Everton at home, last game of the season, there isn't 10,000 people that they just will give up all that change for Tottenham stuff and not bother. That's my opinion. Because I'll be going whether I got a ticket for the game or not, because I'm expecting a massive protest.
Don't you think it would have been better if there was more of a build-up to it, though, Mark?
Well, hopefully
it needs to be marketed better.
Yeah.
A lot better, because I'm not being funny. I'm on all platforms. I'm on Facebook, Insta, TikTok. Do you know what I mean? I'm on all X. I'm on X as well. And if I didn't come on these channels, watch all the other Spurs channels, like We Are Tottenham TV, Last Word and Spurs, come in, chat with you boys, Spurs 5. I wouldn't know there was protests, because there's nothing pops up on my news feeds, and I and I'm mad. I'm mad on football. I follow all football pages on these platforms and stuff like that. I don't see nothing about protesting
See?
unless I come on these panels or watch the shows live on YouTube.
But that's
That's
what
the
I'm
only.
saying. But
Yeah,
that's
it
exactly what
needs
my
to be
point is.
marketed now.
It's because they're not reaching out in the right way to the right people. Because the fact is that social media is fantastic, but not everybody has social media. So you need to find another way to reach the masses, like I say, in order to give them the information. And like they need to plan them out months in advance. Do like however many you're going to do. Put it on a leaflet, and on the first game that's home of the season, give them out. If go to all the stations, give them out. Ask people in local premises, like local shops, can you give these out for us? They might say no, but what's the problem? You can say yes or no. It's not going to hurt. You can just try so many other ways, in my opinion, to reach the people who go to the games, to actually give them the information, to make them think, if that's what you want to do, to reach out to people. I just don't think they do quite enough. They think the internet's enough, and just like certain platforms are okay, and that's cool, but a lot of people abroad already agree with it. It's the people that don't already know, or maybe are on the fence about it, that you need to convince, not the ones who already are convinced.
And the thing I'll say as well, I think, I'm not naming names, but like if the Enoch Outlaw, which I'm included in, I include myself in this, we're a bit more friendly to people, not calling fans out, not like you got the club you deserve and all this nonsense. We've never said anything like that.
Oh no, they do. People do say that. That's not on this
I
channel,
know
but
they say
people do
these things,
say.
but that's
People
going to drive
do.
people away, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it does drive people away, because pointing fingers isn't going to make people adhere to you and make you want to come on their side. You know, that's not how it works.
It's got to be more friendly. That's the only things I've said. When you get people, you got the club you deserve this, that's just driving people away. You got to welcome in people with, don't matter if you've been in account for 1 day or 10 years, 20 years. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to welcome anyone who wants Enoch gone in with open arms.
Yeah,
yeah, of course.
And that's my point. When people say people who don't protest don't care, you're isolating those people and saying, well, you didn't protest before, so now you're saying that you don't care. That's not going to psychologically get people on board by saying that to people.
Yeah.
It just pushes people further away from you, in fact, because you're going to be like, well, I don't want to be involved with them lot, because that's what they're accusing. They're trying to accuse me of this, you know, like, yeah.
But then again, it does come from the other side, because I remember the Crystal Palace game when Conte was in charge, I was at, and I stood there with about 30 of them in the rain after I'd been in the pub. We won't go into that, but I stood there with 30 of them in the rain, and people were calling us Nazis and bloody all sorts of names.
That's ridiculous. When we was at the one where there was 2,500, right, we're standing there, and you saw how many of us there were, and the amount of people that just walked past, the amount of people that got their phones out and were taking pictures of us, but at the same time laughing at what we were doing. And I just find that very strange. Honestly, I can't get my head around that.
No.
And perhaps it's just because we look into the football side of it a bit deeper than a lot of people do. And people just don't, they're not, you know, they probably don't, a lot of fans probably don't even know who Enoch are.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Do you know what makes me laugh? The whole protesting thing. Do you want to really what makes me laugh with it? And this is just my whole theory and take of it, right? If a fan, you can go to the stadium, right? You pay all that money for a day out, because it ain't cheap to go up to Tottenham, as we were discussing earlier. If you can go into that stadium, watch a dismal performance, what we have been seeing for the past 2 years, right? Got the cheek and audacity to boo the players off the pitch, shout, abuse them, but wanting change for the club, but you're not willing to stand outside the stadium for 15, 20 minutes just to, you haven't even got to say nothing. Just be there. Numbers mean things to protesting. The more numbers you get, the more statement you're going to get. So I just don't get it. If you're going to sit there and shout Enoch out and stuff during the game and boo the players coming off the pitch and God knows what, why aren't you standing outside with the change for Tottenham lot? What? Why? It doesn't make sense not to. You haven't even got to do anything. Just stand there. You could stand there and be counted.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, and I get that. Can I just clarify that I'm not saying that the abuse has not come the way of the people that have protested, not at all. And I understand that. But you've also got to understand that also it does go both ways, and none of it is acceptable. Never is it acceptable to do that to a fellow fan. We all support. Listen, my theory is that we all support the club, and we've all got the path to the point what we want for the club, and we've all got a different path. Some of our paths cross, some of our paths don't cross as much, but we all got our path that we want to get to that point because we all care about the club. That's the point, isn't it? We all want what's best for the club, but everybody just supports differently, and that's acceptable because not everybody's going to support the team the same. And what you just said, I get it. But my point still stands, is that you're standing there saying leave in, Enoch out, and that's clear, but you're not giving information to those people walking past to why you believe this is how it is and how you feel and why. Because if they're not getting information, then they don't know why. They think, oh, they're just doing that.
Mia, I don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean they don't understand? Of course, people are protesting because of lack of success on the pitch and worrying about...
But not everybody goes that deep. Yeah, but not everybody goes that deep. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You're not understanding it you're seeing it from your perspective, not other people's. What you're saying is that people see when, last season we finished, but we won the trophy. Look how many people turned out for that trophy. So people obviously, they understand winning stuff is good and when not winning stuff is bad. But what I'm trying to say to you is that some people don't see it as that deep. They're not that deep into it. They're not because they're not that deep into it. If you give them the information to why you're so deep into it and you're passionate about getting these owners out, then they're going to think, actually, no, you're right. They can think, yeah, I understand that now, why you're doing that. And I get it. Do you know,
Mia, those fans who are not that deep into it, of course, they may never want to protest. They may just be happy to go to the game, see friends, family, have a drink, whatever. There's that section of fans, of course there is, but there's so many supporters who go to that ground. Surely, most of them have got to grips with the state of things in the past 26 years to understand why there's protests. Surely, Mia, come on.
I mean, can I just say to you, this is anecdotal, but I speak to a lot of fans on my way to games and none of them ever mention anything about protests. None of them. So that tells you, actually, it's not as spoken about just because we speak about it on the internet. It doesn't mean that everybody...
It was in the press, Mia. It was in the press. It was on BBC. It was all online. It was all out there.
It's on TalkSport as well.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I'm just saying to you, I don't know, I just feel like...
Where do you stand, Mia? Where do you stand?
Where I stand is that I think that the owners haven't done everything that they could. I think they pointed the finger a lot at Daniel Levy, and I was always not on board with the protest when it was just pure venom and absolute hate for somebody that I always felt like there's people above him directing him, as I think has been shown now. And now they're trying to point the finger at him because they know that all along that they're the ones who had the most control, and they never did anything about trying to make the club better.
Did anyone see what Vinay wrote recently? Talk about throwing Daniel and Levy under the bus. That's how far can they throw him under that bus with that statement?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
thinking, weren't they saying beginning of the season, there's going to be massive changes this season at Tottenham? Watch this space. Yeah, big changes. We've declined even further, and we're now facing relegation. And while you're sitting in your office having your meetings every week, we're the ones, the paying customers, are the ones that are struggling and having to watch this every single week. And they've done nothing about it. Absolutely criminal. We've got 13 players out injured in January, and you sign 2 kids and 1 senior player. Criminal. We haven't got no outlet. We've got no wingers. We still haven't replaced Son from the summer. It's criminal. And they're trying to blame Daniel Levy for stuff that's happened in the past.
It's the blame game, isn't it, Dave? The blame game.
Basically, since Enoch and Benir has been mismanagement of the club, all they've done, the bricks and mortar site, building the stadium and making us the highest income in the Premier League. I don't care about that. I care about what goes on the grass. You know what I mean? I don't care how much money they make, as long as they reinvest a proportion of it back in the team that they clearly haven't to make us competitive.
I think this is a great point from Joey as well. I know you clicked on it earlier, but he says they need to be told. Enoch, I'm assuming Joey. Enoch needs to be told that the club has bought substandard players, have lied to fans. Well, we know that's true. Serve up shit football for maximum price. If people can't see that, there's a huge issue.
Yeah, agree with that. Totally agree.
And I'm going to click on this one from him as well. There's a difference between fans and followers. Because you've got to remember, that stadium now is, well, the times I've been, I sat in the South Stand, at the back of the South Stand, and I shouted, "Come on, you Spurs," as loud as I could, and I was stared at like a madman. They thought I'd escaped from somewhere.
I mean, you probably have, but
well, yes, there is that. But no, I was stared at as though I'd said something wrong. There was a bloke in front of me playing Candy Crush with his missus.
I mean, that's obviously anecdotal. I've been at games and I'm shouting and swearing like a good one, and nobody looks at me and says, everyone's doing the same around me, to be fair. When I'm in the South Stand most of the time.
Yeah.
Joe once, I even sat next to this old lady and I apologised to her about my language, first of all. And she was like, "Don't worry, darling, I'll do exactly the same." And she was doing the exact same thing. It was hilariously funny. So, I think
what I'm saying is the new ground isn't like the old ground. The old ground, there was 36,000 people in there all singing, all big Tottenham fans, but 32,000 say you've got the away fans. But now it's a completely different ground than the old ground. Completely different.
Yeah, look, guys, I've just had enough, man. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I've just had enough of this. I was so disappointed that the protest was cancelled, man, at the weekend. I was putting a lot into that. It took a lot of sorting out for me to arrange to get down there. I've got young kids, work, Cookie's helping me out, getting me down there. But, it's so disappointing. There's no protest.
Yeah, see, this is what they haven't thought about, have they? To do it such last minute, it's a right kick in the nuts, isn't it? Let's be honest.
That's why I said that protests need to be mapped out for the whole season, exactly when they're and make sure that everybody's got that information, and they make sure they keep putting it out there so people have got so much advance notice, and they say we're going to protest no matter what. Like, that is it. We are protesting on these days.
Well, this is what I mean. That they've got a golden opportunity now to say, right, last time game of the season, Everton. Right, there's your time. That's your time frame. That's your time to get your childcare sorted, your shift swapped at work. You've got weeks to sort it out. Also, as well, I'm just telling the says now, if we're relegated by then, as if we do get relegated, you watch how many numbers turn up for that one. Then I'll be intrigued, because if it's got to be if we get relegated and it's the same number of people that turn up, like for the last one, was it 200 max?
Something like that, yeah.
Then I'm sorry, you can't be sitting here. They can't be sitting there shouting Enoch out and stuff like that if they're not willing to do anything about it. Your team has just been relegated, for Christ's sake. And you've got a golden opportunity to stand up and be counted. And I don't know.
Listen,
I just
listen.
think
Look, what
It's
I will
up.
say is that Billy's coming on Thursday at 6 o'clock. Right? You know the questions will be asked. I won't just because it's Billy and I know and we know him as such. I'll ask him all the hard questions. Mark will ask him all the hard questions. So we'll find out what's going to be going on in the future as far as CFT is concerned and anyone else that may be getting involved in protesting stuff. I don't know at the moment, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait
Also,
and see.
keep an eye on Stell, because I was watching the Spurs 5 last night. He's got something brewing and cooking up. He won't let nothing out of what he is at the moment, but he's got a few people working with him, or he's working with them.
Yeah,
they've got a lot of clout.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see.
So it's going to be a watch this space. I'm really interested to see what that one's all about.
Yeah, I've seen rumblings of it.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. And the thing, people have their opinions of Stell, but in the day, he wants what we want.
Yeah,
it's all opinion at the end of the day, Dave.
Exactly. People. You know what I mean? People say things and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, he wants the same thing what we all want. We want our football club back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We want our football club like performing at the highest of levels, and there is no excuse why we shouldn't be able to. We've got state-of-the-art stadium, state-of-the-art training ground. We've got we're the 9th or 8th richest club on the planet. We should not be in 17th place in the table or 16th.
Don't forget highest income of any Premier League team as well, with all the rest of the stuff that goes on there, Beyonce and NFL and
we've got everything to be a global dominating football team. We've got all the ingredients for it, but we just haven't got the people running the ship doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And as Potch said, we've got the grand house, we just ain't got the furniture to put in it.
That's it. And that's what it all boils down to at the moment, at the end of the day, isn't it? And listen, before we wrap up, give us some scores for tomorrow night. We'll be doing our usual watch along and after-match show. So give us some scores, whether you care or not. Just give us a score for tomorrow. Whoever wants to go.
Go on, ladies first, Mia.
I'd like to see us try and get a draw, even if we don't win the tie overall. So maybe like a 2-2. I think that we could get that, and I think that's not a bad thing to not lose the actual game, but lose the tie, because I think that will give us a bit of confidence. And Mickey's come out and so I think and said that, about the game. He said about the players actually do care, and Tudor's come out and said that these games do matter. So I hopefully we see that from the players.
Yeah, fair play. 2-2 from Mia. Let's go round. Dan, list. Go on, mate.
I can't give a prediction. No idea. I don't know what we're going to be served up tomorrow. I hope we have. We put out some respectable performance, and after last week, but embarrassment at their ground, it was a laughing stock. We were last week, going 4-0 down in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm hoping that the players at least, put it about against Atletico Madrid and give them a game and try and at least win the game. But I can't predict Spurs winning. I can't. I'm sorry. We're not a good team. We're not a good football team, and I'm very brave if you're going to predict a Spurs win. I hope I'm surprised. I hope that that little bit of momentum in the Liverpool match continues, and that we put in a performance and we get something respectable tomorrow. But with predictions, nah, sorry guys.
Fair play. It's all right, Dan. Fair play.
Wait, before we go to the next one, big up Biker, just become a YouTube member.
Big up Biker.
Much
Cheers,
appreciated.
Mate. Yeah, we do. Thank you very much.
Mate. You don't know what that means.
Yeah. Well played, fella. Appreciate it. Where are you up to, Mark? Who we got? Dave? Go on, Dave. Your scores?
It's hard because obviously
difficult,
the players are going to have some sort of a little bit of an uplift after the weekend's result. They worked hard and battled for it, but this is Atletico Madrid. They've got the players they've got in their team: Marcus Llorente, Antoine Griezmann, Alvarez, Lookman. I think it's going to be too much for us, and I think if we go a goal down early, I think our heads will just completely drop, and I think it'll be like I'm going to go 3-1 Atletico Madrid. Unfortunately, it pains me to say it, but I just think they've got too much high-end weaponry in their arsenal for us to try and overcome.
Fucking hell, there's big words coming out on this channel, aren't there?
Yeah.
Weapon arsenalry. What the
Why do you have
fuck
to
is
use?
that, Dave?
Don't use that word. We don't like Arsenal around here.
No.
Thank you very much.
No, Dave, have a word with yourself. What are we doing here? Eh? You're becoming goonerised. with all these
Weaponry in
gooners
their
the-
arsenal.
Yeah, weaponry in their arsenal.
In that
But
way,
You can't have Arsenal without arse. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
In
I was gonna say,
capitals. Pete's gone now. You can talk about Arsenal. Pete Chambers has gone.
I don't care. Even if he was here, I'd talk about Arsenal
know
exactly
you
the
would,
same.
Mia. I
I'm
know
from,
you would.
That's my area, isn't it? That's where I'm from, around that flipping area.
Yeah,
Like to
yeah.
bloody be at Woolwich Arsenal.
To be
Boom.
fair, Mia, Pete's a good lad. To be fair,
Yeah.
he's down from my original way, down Waltham Cross way, and he's a nice fella. To be fair, he likes a bit of banter, but he'll listen. He said he'll come to the protest, Mia. Can you believe it? This is an Arsenal fan
Bloody hell.
who don't agree with what Enoch are doing to Tottenham, and he said, "I'll be there, boys. I'll be there with you." Do you know what I mean? It's an Arsenal fan, and we can't get Tottenham fans out.
that is
Joe, what?
only that is
I
only
don't-
because he don't want to see us relegated, so they can't batter us twice a year.
Yeah, I don't like it. I actually don't want them to do that. Like, no, thank you. I don't want yous there. Like, no. Don't like the idea of that.
There you go. It's just Pete. He's an
he's
Arsenal
good
fan,
lad.
but he likes our channel. So
Yeah.
there you go. It is what it is, as they say. I'm going for.
I'll go last then.
No, you go first. While I'm thinking. Go on.
I'm right. I just want to say I want to see some fight. I want to see passion. I don't want us to just roll over and let them tickle our bellies. Listen, Spanish teams, they all know the dark arts. They all know. To be honest, Atletico don't even have to come and attack us if they don't want to. They just sit back and do what they got to do and hit us on the break. I agree with Mia. I'm going 2-2. I don't want us to lose because that'll put us in a bad mood for Sunday. We got to have a bit of momentum, so if we can nick a draw out of it, 2-2, 3-3, 1-1, whatever. But if we go out, am I bothered? No, because I don't want the extra games because we've only got half a squad as it is. 12 fit players or whatever it is in our 25 that we named. Do we need them extra games? Definitely not, because league survival is number one. That's number one important thing, surviving. So I'm going to go for a 2-2, but just put up some fight and a bit of battle, but just please don't get injured, any of you.
Fair play. So we've got what we got here: 2-2, nothing, 3-1, 2-2. See, we're going to go searching for goals. This is my thing tomorrow because they're going to go early looking for a goal.
Oh wow!
Yeah, listen, you're up against Griezmann, like you say, and Lookman and whatever. Our own form hasn't been good, but in the Champions League, we're 23 unbeaten. In European football, sorry, we're 23 unbeaten at home. 23 games unbeaten at home. So I'm going to go 2-2. I'm 2-2 as well.
Popular score.
I like that I set a trend there with the 2-2.
Yeah, I think 2-2. Think 2. We'll see what happens.
I just want to see a bit of fight out of them.
Yeah, a bit of fight, bit of spirit. I was
Please
going
don't get
to
injured.
Listen, I don't know if you've all got 10 minutes. I was going to knock it on the head, but I've just had a thought because we was talking about, Premier League survival and all that stuff. What does going down, if you don't mind me asking all of you, what does going down do to you as a Tottenham fan?
I'll go first. It destroys me. Just the banter. Well, put it this way, me and you were old enough to remember 77.
Yeah.
Right? I'd have only been 6 coming up 7, so it didn't really affect me. I know there was comments at school and whatever. And then when we come back up the year after, most of the fans that I grew up with were Liverpool fans because they were winning everything back mid-70s, that sort of time. They won they won the European Cup, God knows how many times. And they were always in finals. They were winning the leagues and all that. And I remember the first game of the the third or fourth game of the 78 season, we got battered 7-0 at Anfield. Ozzy and that and the team and Glenn Hoddle. And I had a bit of stick then, but like these days, now I'm obviously quite a bit older, relegation is soul destroying. I never thought the position we're in as a club that I'd be, well, firstly, that I'd have a YouTube channel. And secondly, I'd be talking about my team with all the power that we got, monetary wise, being relegated. It's unthinkable. Really is.
And just to add on to that, Mark, if it did happen and we did go down and Enoch are still in control, do you see him doing anything to build the team back up to get us back to the Premier League? What do you see coming from them if we do go down?
They do that because they'd be missing out on so much money. You got to remember how much money the Premier League's worth. They'd get us back up, but they do just enough to get us back up. And then hopefully they do enough to have us, like a Brentford, stay up and establish ourselves somewhere in mid-table. But that's not enough with the monetary clout that we got these days. It's what they've always done since they've been here. Enough to keep us relevant, and that's it.
Fair play. Dave?
I think if we go down, I think we are doomed. I think it's going to affect all our sponsors. We'll lose out on north of 200 million just in revenue and sponsorship deals and stuff, etc. And I don't think our club is with the right people there, like the scouting network, and do you know what I mean? I don't think they've got the know-how and the knowledge of championship level. I think it's going to be, if we go down, unless we go and go out and just buy the best available players to get us back up, which I think we all know we won't. Our wage bill will have to be cut by less than half. I think, what was it? I was reading about this a while ago. What's the maximum wage budget allowed in the championship?
100 mil. So about 100 mil. We're at 264 mil.
Yeah.
The wage cap in the championship is 100 mil, but currently Leicester City have the highest wage bill in the championship at the moment at about 47 million.
And they're breaching FFP rules, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're down the bottom of the championship.
Do you know what I mean? They have no idea. There'll be a hurricane over Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they are not going to know what to do with it.
No.
They're going to have to hire the best people to get us out of it, and they're gonna want a pretty buck or two. They're going to have to pay over the odds to get. You're going to need a whole new squad. There's only going to be a handful of them that will stay.
We'll get players like Mikey Moore and that coming back.
Yeah, Mikey Moore. You get a lot of the youngsters
Phillips.
coming back. Ashley Phillips will play.
Yeah.
You can kiss goodbye players like Romero, Van der Ven, Vuskovic. I think even players like Danzo, I think will go. You got Xavi, Kudus. Oh God, they'll all go.
They'll all
That'd
go.
be a fire sale. It'd be a fire sale.
Yeah.
It'd be like a car boot.
Fair play. All right, mate. Fair play, Dave. I get you. We'll come to Dan, and then we'll do Mia. We're going to save Mia for last on this one. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Okay. Well, I don't think we're down yet. I've still got hope. I still got hope, but we got to get a result against Forest. If we can't beat Forest, Tudor's got to be sacked. Yeah, and then we've got to go for some Tottenham man to come in for the remaining games. There's winnable games. I'm sorry, there's winnable games there to play. We've got players returning. You just need the right man at the helm to give these players the belief, because they ain't suddenly turned shit footballers overnight, right? It's obviously the whole season's been a mess. A lot of it with Frank killed the team's confidence. They took too long to sack him. Tudor's come in, hasn't changed much at all. It is worrying. But yeah, I haven't given up yet. I still think there's enough games there to win, but we've got to get those wins fast, and that starts on Sunday. Forest's huge game. Now, if we go down, these players, honestly, absolute disgrace if we get relegated with these group of players. And we've just been talking, it's to be a fire sale. This one will go, that one will go. They can go, honestly. They don't care enough. It is absolute devastation if we go down, right? Embarrassment. And Sherry said about the banter is going to be beyond levels that we've never experienced before in our lives. It's going to be painful. The season's been painful. Last season was painful as well with the amount of league defeats. We had 22 under Ange. This board, ENIC, they've had it coming though. Just always cutting corners. Not really prioritizing the football on the pitch. Looking at building things, concerts, NFL, Skywalk, profit, making money. I mean, this ENIC, man, they kind of do deserve it, but we as fans, we don't deserve it.
I've said this many times on this channel, Dan. I've said this many times. ENIC, 1,000,000% deserve this.
Yeah.
Us 5 on here and all in the chat, if you're a Spurs fan, do not.
Yeah, you're right, man. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. Look, if it happens, it happens. I don't know really what to think about it. I'm trying not to think about it right now. I'm trying to support the team. Hopefully we'll get enough points. There's points there to be won. There's no excuse for me not to win those games that we have remaining. Some of those games are very winnable, starting on Sunday against Forest, who are also struggling. They haven't won a game in 7 or 8. They're struggling as well. They've struggled all season. We've got winnable games there. Who else? We've got Brighton, got Leeds to play, Everton. There's we've got to go to Sunderland away. It's not impossible. We went to Chelsea.
Yeah, we also go Stamford Bridge.
They're a bit iffy, but knowing our record at Stamford Bridge, I wouldn't put anything on that. But we've got to fight. These players. I'm looking for a massive response tomorrow night and on Sunday. I'm looking for them. I'm going to be looking closely. What have they got in them? And if they're not turning up, and if they're not trying their hardest, man, I'm going to be fuming. And Tudor as well. We better not start mucking about, changing the system again. Because he's done that since he's been. He's changed the team, players, different formations. He's got to start sticking to a system. If it's 4-4-2, so be it. Stick to that system and go for it, right? Play our better players we have available, players like Xavi. Yeah, play people in their right positions. Give us a chance, right? But it is on the players' shoulders, really, at the end of the day. Whoever's managing the team at this stage, it's down to the players, what they do on the pitch to get those results, right? So, yeah, let's just hope that we can get enough points. And if we go down, yeah, we'll deal with that, when it comes.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. Mia?
As a fan, I think it would be devastating. I think that we would all feel quite devastated by that. I think that it would be detrimental to the club. I think that we, as a club, are not equipped to be going down. We're just not. would have to tighten everything financially. We'd lose a lot of money, so that money would obviously be gone as well, like was said before, with sponsors, etc. I think that it just would be that a really horrible feeling as a fan to have seen my team go down, and in my lifetime I've never seen it. So I really don't want to witness that. I do not, absolutely not. And it's just that really like you feel just in your tummy, like pit in your tummy. You're just like, oh my god, like if we actually get relegated, like, it's a really horrible feeling. And I think if we actually do get relegated, I think it would be devastating to a lot of fans. I think it really would, and that's not what you want to see from your club, because we've had some highs over the time, and we've had some lows, but this would be like the lowest of the low. It really would be the lowest of the low. And I'd be frightened as well, because I'd be scared that we're going to do a Leicester, that we're going to stay down and then get relegated again. Like, that's my fear because of the restraints and stuff. And if we did come back up, we'd then have to buy a load of players, because we'd only have players for the Championship. And then how would we be able to do that? And we end up getting relegated again the following season back into the Championship and then get further relegated, you know?
They got the money to do it, Mia. Don't let them kid you. Even if they've got money. They've
got money, but the point is that they don't put their money. They use the money that the club makes. They don't take any dividends out of the club. So what happens is, what I'm trying to say is that the money goes in the club, obviously comes back out, in out of the club. And if that's what they're relying on, if we go down, that could really impact us massively financially, because they're not going to be willing to put money in. That's the problem.
You wait till the hotel gets built, Mia. They'll soon stick that up. They'll soon knock that up to get even more revenue coming in the club.
We need new owners, guys. We need new owners. Enix time's up, man. We need new owners.
The problem we've got with that is that I've never ever known where really a fan protest is directly led to an owner going. They will go when they want to go. You can show your discontent. As I said, everybody's absolutely should go and do that. But for them to actually be forced out, they're only going to go when they want to, and they get the money that they feel they should get. That is the honest truth about it. If we're going to, be direct about it, it's not. It's unfortunate.
It did work at Newcastle after about 10 years.
It didn't work. It took 10 years. That's the whole point. Yeah. It didn't work because it actually didn't. He just went when he wanted to go. Ashley went when he wanted to go. The protest was nothing to do with that. And I understand that people, obviously, like I say, they want to show discontent, but I don't think that's going to push the owners out, because they want to get what they want to get out of it.
As much unique out as I am, I've always said that, Mia. They're only going to go when they get the 3 billion or 4 billion, whatever they want.
Mia, you're basically telling us don't bother protesting.
No, that's not what I'm saying, because you're misunderstanding. No, you're misrepresenting what I'm saying, and I don't like that, because that's disingenuous. I'm not saying that. I just said
you're just saying it's no point. You just basically said they're not saying because of people protesting.
I'm saying that the people protesting has never directly led to an owner leaving. Everybody should show their discontent to put pressure on them to change, obviously, to change what they're doing. Absolutely, because they're not going to unless people show that they're discontent with what's going on at the club. But I don't believe that will ever lead to them directly leaving. So that's not what I'm saying. And I don't like that you've misrepresented me twice, because I think that's not
sounded
fair.
like it, though. It sounded like it, Mia, because you're basically saying don't bother.
Because if anybody understands actually what I was saying, if you listened with both ear rolls, then you'd know that that's absolutely not what I said. I said two things can be true at the same time. So the fact that you protest is absolutely what people want to do to show discontent, but will that lead to owners leaving? I don't think it ever does, because it never has done in the past.
Not with this level of protest. Obviously, we need more numbers to protest as much as possible to force change. And I think if enough people do it, I think it will get to them, the pressure. It will. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah. Well, with this, we can only hope, like Jamie says here, show the discontent, but it won't make them sell. They'll only sell when they get the 4.5 billion, whatever they want.
Well, they ain't going to get 4.5 billion in the Championship, are they?
Well, no, of course not. But that's what they want at the moment. Somewhere 3, 4, 5, who knows? But it's up right now somewhere. But if they got that, but then again, it's like I said, why would they sell when they're raking in all the dough from Beyonce and the NFL and all that?
That's my point. That's
there's no reason for them to leave.
They will get hit financially. If we go down, they will get hit financially.
Of course,
that's not. But them being hit financially isn't going to make them sell because they're going to be losing money on an asset. Nobody sells a decrease. Nobody sells an asset when it's decreased in price. That's not how it works.
Surely it will.
That's what I just said. But they're not. Yeah, that's what I said. But they're not. But they're not going to sell it while it's decreased in value. They're not going to sell it.
As bad as it sounds, relegation as a if we get relegated, that will give them the kick up the arse that they need.
Mm-hmm.
But it shouldn't have to come to that. But that is, I think, what it's going to take for them to think, oh, hang on a minute. Like I said, imagine their end of year review with their old man. He goes, 25 years I've been running this club. I give it to you for 1 year and you get them relegated. What's that all about? Imagine, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when that conversation takes place.
Listen, guys,
they're going to lose their old man a lot of money. And it's not just like 50, 60 to 100 million. You're looking at potentially hundreds of millions of pounds.
Yeah.
You think there's going to be...
Sorry, Dave, go on.
Go. You go, mate.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, finish, mate. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, it was just basically that, really. I'm thinking, I think people need to realise that with our club's infrastructure and everything surrounding it, it's going to cause so much. It's going to go as a financial meltdown, potentially, because we haven't got the people. We might have all the bankers and the good bankers, etc., at the club, but we haven't got the people to get us back up to the Premier League if we go down, because they're not experienced in that network. We're used to scouting great players. We're going for great players around Europe. Not the scouting network will now have to change. You're going to have to start looking at Championship level players, maybe league good high-end League One players, and our scouting network haven't got a clue with that, so they're going to have to change everything, which is what this club needs. It needs a massive change. It needs a shake-up, not just from players. It needs, more importantly, the director of football, the head of the scouting department. Everything needs to change. But unfortunately, I think the only way it will change is if we get relegated. And that's what obviously I don't want to happen to us, because it's embarrassing.
Go on, Mark, have your say.
No, I was going to say, but even if we stay up, right, does anything change? Do we need to put their hand in their pocket then?
It's got to. Will it? Probably not. It will. We've got 25 years of evidence to say it won't. 26 years. It's just keep us.
At the end of the day, Mark, I don't want to go down. You know my stance on it. I'm 57 years old. I never want to see my football club or our football club go down. It's just not for me. Now, people could have divided opinion. Stelios has got a different idea, whether you like it, whether you don't. He seems to think that if we go down, that will be what gives Enoch the boot up the arse. And he could be proved to be right later on. Who knows? But personally, for me, like a lot of us on here, I do not want to see us get relegated. End of story. And then we just have to continue whatever we're doing to try and ruffle Enoch's feathers and get them to change a little bit. Because like you all say, it don't look like they're going to go anywhere, not unless they get a bid. So, I think the first thing would be to get some football people involved in the people upstairs.
Yeah.
because they ain't got a clue. So, there's no point in me ranting about it because me doing that ain't going to change.
Just read this comment here, mate, from Jimmy.
They had to buy players in January. They had to buy players in January, but didn't. So why would it change? Probably won't, Jim. It probably won't, mate. I don't know what to say to you, mate. You know what Enoch are like. Everyone knows what they're like.
And this one.
There you go. But that's been going on for years, Sonny. That's not now. That's been for years.
Do you know what?
Go on, Dave.
Go on, Mark. Go on. Obviously, I've got a lot of mates, and I've been watching a lot of prime example. I was watching Talksport. I was watching Cundy, and he was like, "I don't want Spurs to go down." He goes, he had to throw his little, it's guaranteed 6 points jab. He had to throw that one in there for a bit of banter and everything. I like it. That's what he does. But he goes, it's like, I can't imagine. It's like, I miss that match day buzz playing Tottenham away, Tottenham at home. It's a fantastic buzz. The atmosphere is fantastic. I don't want that to go. And a lot of people are like that. Like one of my best mates, he's a gooner. He goes, I don't want Spurs to go down because I just miss that banter. Like end of game. If we beat you, you beat us. You give me shit, I give you shit. It ain't gonna be none of that. And he goes, and that's what. And I personally think it'll be bad. It'll be bad for the Premier League if we do go down.
There you go.
And it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible for us because, but. I mean, you look how many teams, every team in that championship are going to be gunning for us, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah. It'll be
a cup final every single time we play at home. And do you know, I respect the way we've been at home, that home form will probably continue in the championship because they're going to throw everything at us, even the kitchen sink, just to embarrass us in our home stadium. Because the teams in the championship, there's something different about them. They're ruthless. It's a different pedigree of football there. That's the hardest league in the world because you could be sitting 14th, 15th in the table, but you're only about 4 points off a playoff place. That's how tight sometimes that league could be. Do you know what I mean? It's such a hard league. And I don't think our players, what we've got at the moment, have got the mentality for it. They haven't got the fight, the spirit, and more importantly, ain't got the bollocks for it.
You look at most of the top championship teams, they've got the old, wise professionals in there. Not good enough anymore to be Premier League players, or some of them possibly. But, they're wise, and it's a tough battle to get out of that league. I bet, put it this way, Enoch could sooner we finished 5th or 6th or so and then win the playoff final at Wembley. So they get that money coming in as well. Yeah. From the playoff final on Bank Holiday Monday, whenever it normally is. It's normally on the Whitsun one, isn't it, at the end of May? That's the way they'd look at it. Get that in.
Right, let me just say, get in that sub button, people, because it's gone very slow over the past few streams. Hit that sub button if you haven't, and to the Danalist as well, and to Mia, Tottenham Lone Wolf. Is that correct?
Tottenham's Lone Wolf, yeah.
Tottenham's Lone Wolf, that's it, yeah. Make sure you subscribe to everyone. Like the stream as well, because we're a bit tight on the likes today. Any more comments here from anyone, Mark? Let me just see.
I was looking on the sub count, mate.
Don't worry, lads and ladies. We're going big in the summer. So Vinay said he's sabotage Spurs. There you go. Too many gooners in Spurs, unfortunately. It's just how it is. There you go. Imagine
too many cheeks, not enough Indian.
I want to ask someone I want to ask you a quick question. It's a yes or no. Anyone that's got a YouTube channel here, and there's 3 of us on here that have got channels, are you going to continue with your channel next season if we get relegated?
100%.
100%. I'm still supporting Tottenham.
There's channels out there, Mia. I'm just saying, there's channels out there that are saying, don't know if I could do it in the Championship. They're out there.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
here.
sure.
We're here for it. But you know,
And I might switch over to Bromley because I'll tell you what, there's a player in Bromley that's 6'6" and he's rather nice. And Bromley's a local area to me, really. When I used to work at Bromley. So
there you go.
There you go. And as I said to you, mate, we got 46 watch-alongs next year, possibly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Instead of 38.
And also, if less people are doing them, that means more traction to your channel because more people will be watching you. Think about that, see?
Yeah. Let's hope so. Final thoughts, people, before we go. Final thoughts before we go. I know you've given us scores. I know we're sort of whatever it is, 5-6 days away. I know we don't know where we are at the moment. We've got Atletico tomorrow, but can you see us getting something from the Forest game? Can we get something out of that? Because it is a massive game. Let's be honest about it. It's huge. I would say probably the biggest game since the Champions League final. That's how far I would go with it. I think it's that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It's a big game because I think if Tottenham fall into the bottom three, that's when you're going to see us struggle. I don't know if we've got the mentality to get out of it then.
Can I just say that this is what has been said here is really bad because the school that's near here in Canterbury was the one that had the first breakout, and I got letters from both my boys' school about it. So everyone stay safe out there because it is really bad.
Right, okie dokie, fair enough. Thanks for that, Joey.
Is that what it is? Because someone told me there was a summit going on over in Kent. And it's meningitis, is it?
I
don't watch the news, so
some children in a Canterbury University caught it, and 2 of them have ended up passing away, and others are in serious in intensive care, I think. So there's been an outbreak, and we've all got letters because it's near to here, obviously being warning us that what is going on. So scary.
Oh my word! Look at this. I'll come back to it, Mark. Cases in London as well, and in France too.
Bloody hell!
There you go. There's one from Jamie for you before we go, Sheriff.
I've seen Bromley play at Hewish Park. That's the new ground, mate. That's the other side of the town from me. Do you know? I haven't been there. I know it's my local team. I haven't been there since we first got in League Two. And that's about bloody 10 years ago, I think. I don't go out there, mate. For a start, I'm not sure. Well, bloody hell, it's bad enough supporting Tottenham, let alone bloody Yeovil as well. They're awful. We were in the Championship for one season, but then we went the next 3 or the next 4 in a row, we went down and we ended up in the conference.
Oh, dear. Let's hope that don't happen.
Whatever it's called now, National League. And they're still in there now. They're about mid to bottom. There you go.
Thanks, Ellie. Nice one. Get
cheers,
over to
Ellie.
Mia. Support her at Tottenham's Lone Wolf. Get over there and give her a subscription. I'm waiting for Mark to bring Dan's up if he's got it there anywhere. He'll bring it up. Get over to Dan as well. Make sure you subscribe to Dan over.
Have I got to go? All right, I'll do it, mate.
Over at the Danalist. As your
they are, mate. They are.
You're the computer technician, Mark.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Come on.
Allegedly. But at least it's not Arsenal-y or whatever it was, Dave. Listen, I'm going to say Sheriff's finding it. I'm not going until he's found Danalist's link. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to.
I'm typing it in, mate.
Don't worry, man. Honestly, don't worry.
No, he's doing it.
Fine.
He's doing it.
Everybody get over and sub to Dan. Everyone. I want to see everyone subbing because it's really important. It's nice, like for us as well, because we can see that our subs are going up, but it does really help too. And watch the videos and like them all. Don't just watch 5 minutes because that just messes it up. But you need to watch them and like them because that really does help the algorithm.
There you go. Now, you've all been told by Mia. Still waiting for Sheriff. I don't know what he's doing.
I know. It's a bloody nightmare, mate. I even typed it in the thing at the top and nothing come up.
Here it is. We've got it. Ellie's done it. There you go.
Cheers, Ellie.
There you
Get
go.
over to Dan. I told you I weren't going until it was on there. There you go. Big up, Ellie. Thank you. Put Mark to shame there. Big up to everyone. Thanks everyone that's been on tonight. Really appreciate it. Eugene as well popped on earlier. Big up to Mia. Big up to Dan. Big up to Dave as usual. Big up to the sheriff who's actually popped in tonight and joined us. Big up to you. And big up from me.
Guest appearance, mate.
Like the stream, please, and sub to all the channels. We would appreciate it. We will see you back tomorrow morning for the breakfast brunch and then for the watch along tomorrow evening. See you all soon and take care. Have a good evening.
Thanks
See you soon.
for having me, boys.
Come on, you Spurs.